Wyatt Miller, the quarterback.
And this is exactly why I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, Jim.
Absolutely. And we know Walker Valley can play defense, but they haven't seen an offense like this year. That is for sure.
So East Hamilton gets set for the extra point. Scored that touchdown with 9:46 here in the first quarter.
Grayson Maddox is the holder, so you could always look for a fake from him if they wanted to.
Ball snap, good hold. Extra point kick is up, and it is no good.
Yeah.
So East Hamilton 6, Walker Valley 0. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
When it comes to your breast health, a screening is more than just a day on the calendar. A screening can mean better outcomes and better care for you and your loved ones. That's why our team at Bradley Medical Center built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Because in your healthcare journey, you deserve a partner who blends medical expertise with the comfort and understanding we all want. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of the Mustang football supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. Once again, this is the first quarter sponsored by Cleveland Ford. There's 9:46 to go with East Hamilton striking first, getting on the board, but they missed the extra point. So your scorer here with 9:46 to go in the first, East Ham 6, Walker Valley 0.
Let me ask you something. I don't know how you feel about this, but missed the extra point on the first. Do you go for 2 the next time, or are you chasing points early? I don't.
Yeah,
Not this early in the game.
I wouldn't yet.
I wouldn't either, but I see teams do it all the time. I'm curious how East Hamilton handles it, but, we'll see. Hopefully we don't see that happen too much.
Yeah, their kicker looks like he's got a good leg.
Yeah, he just pulled
hooked
it.
that one
He just pulled
bit.
it a little bit.
So now East Ham, after that score, set to kick off. And it's a pooch kick here to this near home side. It's going to be fielded by Sawyer Boyd, who gets up to the 40-yard line, and that's where he's knocked out of bounds. And the Mustangs are actually going to start this drive. They're going to give them a couple more there.
About 42.
And say the 42. So that is where Walker Valley and this offense will start the game. Once again, your Honda Cleveland starting lineups for the Mustangs: on offense at quarterback, number 16, Chase Stevens. At running back, number 8, Kaysen Cunningham. At Y-back, Cole Brown. The wide receiver, Sawyer Boyd, Luke Hayden, Roman Yulo, and Joseph Arnett. At tight end, Reese Davis. And on the offensive line, Ashton Roshak, Caden Lassen, Andrew Dugan, Jason Jarnigan, and Cooper Bitzel.
Let's see if they can answer this drive that East Hamilton had here.
So Mustangs, Sawyer Boyd in motion. It's a fake pitch to him. It's handed off Kaysen Cunningham up the middle, and he's going to have 1, maybe 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, they stuffed that one pretty good. It's a pretty decent-sized defensive line there at East Hamilton. It's going to take a lot to move those guys off the line of scrimmage. These guys are pretty stout if you're just looking at them physically.
Walker Valley moving very fast here. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Hard count, no biters from East Hamilton. Chase Stevens looks over to the sideline, getting the call. He's got trips to the far side. Drops back. Sees Sawyer, incomplete pass.
Right through his hands. It was a good throw. We got a little extracurricular over. No flag though. Yeah, that throw was there. He probably should have caught it. Not the easiest catch in the world, but went right through his hands. So that brings up a big 3rd down early on right here, 3rd and 9.
Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, visit them online, voitech.com.
And, of course, Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dales.com.
So once again, an empty set here, trips to the far side. Mustangs working from right to left here from our vantage point on the home side at East Hamilton. We've got Kaysen Cunningham, the running back, lined out wide here.
Yeah, it's an empty backfield right now.
Stevens drops back.
Good job protecting the quarterback.
Throws across the middle. And it's completed to Roman Yulo, who's going to be about a good 5 yards shy. Actually, we're going to say that's a little bit closer to 3. They gave him some forward progress.
About 2 yards short. So, yeah, this is interesting. Do you keep the offense on the field, maybe do a hard count, try to get them to draw them off sides?
That's something that we see from Coach Aikens a lot. Yep. They do a lot of that hard count.
Let's see what they do.
The ball is right at the 50-yard line, 4th down and 2. We've got trips again to the far side. Single receiver here, Kaysen Cunningham to the right of quarterback Chase Stevens, and now is going to shift over back and forth, making his mind up, goes to that right side. Ball snapped there, going for it. It's a pitch to Cunningham.
He got it.
He's got enough for the first down and then some.
Good play right there.
Very, very good maneuver there by Cason Cunningham to get his shoulders upfield.
Great call. Great call. They drew the defense toward the quarterback. He pitched it to the right, and there was two blockers out in front, so you knew he had the first down as soon as he got that pitch. Great call, great position by all the guys involved on that call.
Once again, that's a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs. 8:04 to go. Eastham up 6-0 in this ball game. They're going to actually blow this play dead. That was a handoff to Sawyer Boyd. That's something else that we've seen a lot from this Walker Valley team. But there's actually going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Mustangs. I believe that was a false start, Walker Valley. So that penalty sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant. Going to put the Mustangs behind the chains, 1st and 15 from the Eastham 48.
Absolutely. Hey, we want to thank Chick-fil-A located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
So we've got twins here to the near side, twins to the far side. Fake handoff to Cunningham, thrown to Sawyer Boyd, and he gets upfield, and he's going to have about 7-8 yards.
There is a flag on the play. They may have been in an illegal formation here, Andy.
Yeah, the Walker Valley receivers here on this near side do look like maybe there's a little confusion of who was lining up where. And let's see as they make the call. That is going to be against Walker Valley. Another 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
So the Mustangs not helping their own cause with 7:40 to go here in the first.
Yeah.
Eastham leading this game 6-0.
Shooting themselves in the foot right here, so that's going to bring up a 1st and 20 now. So that is not a good – it's a pretty good defense you're going up against and try to get 20 yards. It's doable, but it makes it that much more difficult to do. So they got to get themselves – I guess, under control and not get in bad formation, not have false start. You can't have those pre-snap penalties.
So man in motion, fake pitch, ball snapped, handed off to Cunningham between the tackles, who gets airborne, and after a couple yards, is hit hard. And they're going to say that the ball hit the turf as Cason Cunningham left his feet. And sure enough, East Hamilton recovers the football
right here and keep them out of the end zone. But that was a big play. I mean, Walker Valley was already behind the sticks there on a 1st down and 20, and then they, turned the ball over. So big play right there.
Crown, your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee off I-75 at exit 20. Visit crownchryslerDodgeJeep.com. So we've got 1st and 10, East Hamilton. They are just across the 50 at the Mustang 49-yard line.
Wyatt Miller leading the offense back to pass.
Drops back, throws a deep ball across the middle to another wide open East Hamilton receiver for a Hurricane touchdown. And that is the second time where the Hurricanes have scored on plays where they have a wide receiver at midfield wide open, not a defender in sight.
Yeah, Jaden Haywood was wide open. I don't know how you leave him open, but they're doing a good job of fooling the defense. They're putting guys in motion. Very complex offense, but they're running it to perfection right now.
Yes, they are. So currently the scoreboard reads 12-0. Pending what they do here, it looks like they're going to come out in that swinging gate, and they're going to shift over to a normal extra point formation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're going to just kick it. They're not going to chase points this early, but I guess he could get up and throw a pass, but I think they'll kick it right here. I'm not a fan of chasing points in the first quarter.
So good snap, hold us down, kick is up. Extra point looks to be good. It is good. So with 7:21 to go in the first quarter, East Hamilton 13, Walker Valley 0. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Manhattan Materials is a hot mix asphalt producer in Cleveland. They make asphalt for contractors and supply for both commercial and residential projects. The finest hot mix asphalt in the region, conveniently located a mile from I-75. Call Manhattan Materials at 423-813-7007. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit MilliganVein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682. The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated, and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezers stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
This is John Davis, the trading man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway. Is your old car really scary? Are you frightened about how much you owe? Don't be afraid. We'll take any trade. Let your scary old car rust in peace. At Kia Cleveland, we can help you escape from your old car even if you have months left or still owe thousands. Like new, low miles, or rusted or busted, all trade-ins are welcome. You'll be shocked by how much we'll pay for your old car toward the purchase of a new Kia, and we'll buy your car for cash, even if you don't buy a car from us. Are you haunted by bad credit? Don't sweat it. Our lenders will say yes to you and yes to your situation. Don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. At Kia of Cleveland, we can get you out. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where trading your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Negative trade equity financed in new loan, subject to lender approval, expires month end.
Welcome back to East Hamilton High School. Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. And Sawyer Boyd is going to take this kickoff all the way back for a touchdown. Just like that, the Mustangs get on the board.
What a play. He took the ball. I don't think he was touched, Andy. I think he went all the way. The kicker had a shot at him, but he just juked out him and put him on the ground, and he almost stepped out of bounds, but he stayed in all the way for a touchdown. They needed that in the worst way.
So
sure.
After the two dominant drives by East Hamilton offensively, Sawyer Boyd gets the Mustangs on the board with a big kickoff return. Again, we're dealing with some technical difficulties. Got it figured out here.
We're good, though. We're good. So you're up to date. It's 13-7. Walker Valley kicking off.
Kick is going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line. And it's going to be the return man for East Hamilton, who's going to cut here to the outside with his opportunity to try to take one back. Stumbles at the 35 and is brought down. And I believe that
Grayson Maddox.
Yeah, that was Miles Hawk and see who that was. I believe that was number 9 for the Mustangs, also in on the tackle. C.T. Gunter. So Miles Hawk and C.T. Gunter helping the Mustangs out there, not going back-to-back kickoff returns for Walker Valley and East Hamilton.
He made some moves, but they got just got a shoe, man. That's all it takes. They got him down on the ground.
Yeah, the score here from East Hamilton, Hurricanes 13, Mustangs 7, with 7:01 to go in the first quarter. Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here, jerseycollege.edu. Ball snap for East Ham. It's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle of the field where East Hamilton has had all of their success. He's across the 50. Once again, that's quarterback Wyatt Miller for the first down Hurricanes.
6:55 to go in the first quarter and all sorts of offensive explosions, special teams. We thought this was going to be a high-scoring, wide-open football game, and we're seeing everything and then some. What dynamic plays both teams have done so far.
So man in motion for East Hamilton. It's going to be a jet sweep, quarterback keeper again, and he's met by Miles Hawk, number 19 of the Mustangs. And then, of course, a few of his friends come and help drive that pile backwards behind the chains, but they're going to give him the forward progress there back to the line of scrimmage. That's
the best defensive play they've had thus far in the game. So hopefully they can continue to do stuff like that. Make East Hamilton have to work a little bit harder. That being said, they've got a weapon there that we know what he's capable of doing, so let's just see what they will do right here.
Ball snap. It's going to be a draw play. Quarterback finds a receiver here to the near side. There's going to be a flag that comes in, but he's going to have enough for the first down.
right at the first down marker. Let's see what that.
They might actually mark him just shy of that first down marker, but there is a penalty marker on the field right around the 50-yard line. So let's see what that call is. As that is going to be against East Hamilton, so that last play.
Null and void.
That's it. So that was a holding call.
Mm-hmm.
So 5:50 to go here in the first quarter, 13-7, and East Hamilton lead at the moment as they've got the ball trying to score for their third consecutive drive to open this game.
Yeah, so that's going to be second down. And so, listen, East Hamilton is a dynamic offense, and Walker Valley needs to do some things. So we had an ineligible man downfield, and then so there was 2 penalties. They declined that one, of course.
Yeah,
except the holding call.
And just to go back, the Mustangs got on the board with that kickoff return for a touchdown by Sawyer Boyd. Once again, a Wright Brothers construction touchdown. Sawyer Boyd, we've seen plenty of those this year, and he accounts for the only Mustang score of the evening up to this point. Again, the score 13-7 as East Ham missed the extra point after their first score.
Second down and 20 right here, so it's really big advantage here for Walker Valley to see if they can do something to make East Hamilton have to punt the football away.
So again, single running back in the backfield, jet sweep, another fake to the jet sweep. Quarterback looks downfield, pump fakes, throws, delivers, and is caught. One-handed catch.
What a catch.
Once again, that's number 7. Unbelievable. Grayson Maddox for East Hamilton. That young man's a playmaker right there for the Hurricanes.
That was a tremendous catch. And then once he caught the football, the moves he put on and the explosive speed, very impressed with this East Hamilton team thus far.
Actually, that was not Maddox. That was number 11, Jaden Haywood, the number one lethal weapon of the Hurricanes.
Yeah, he made a fantastic catch, and then the moves he put on after that. That young man's got a future in this sport. I'm promising you that.
There is no doubt about it. Went up one-handed, pulled that ball in, and then once his feet hit the ground, he hit the sideline and was gone. So the extra point is good. East Hamilton not taking their foot off the gas. 20-7, East Hamilton with 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
The Cleveland Family YMCA offers affordable after-school programming on campus at most Bradley County and Cleveland City elementary schools. The Y After-School program provides a safe, enriching, and fun environment for kids to thrive in beyond the school day. They'll get page-turning homework help and find their playful after-school spot with games, sports, and exercise. For more information, contact the Cleveland Family YMCA today at clevelandtnymca.org.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. Your exclusive home of Mustang. About 7 yards potentially on that carry before he is brought down right about at the, we'll call it the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you right now, Grayson Maddox for East Hamilton was lined up off sides, and they did not see that. I thought they were going to throw the flag when the ball was snapped, but they did not.
So that's something that you can imagine Coach Akins and his staff is paying attention to and going to get in the ear of the officials.
Yeah, he was definitely, his head was across the line of scrimmage. This is a big down right here.
So we've got that bunch set for the Mustangs. Roman Yulo lined up wide to the far side, and Sawyer Boyd jet sweep motion. It's a pitch to Sawyer. He gets to the outside and does not get to the outside as he's brought down from behind. That's a rarity for Sawyer Boyd being brought down from behind.
Yeah.
That's actually going to be a loss.
Yeah, they read that good. He was unblocked, and he made a sure tackle right there. So big loss for Walker Valley. So they are forced to punt the football. Too far to go for it on fourth down now.
Yeah, that's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 for Walker Valley as the punt team comes onto the field. That's a Cleveland Utilities power punt for the Mustangs.
Yep.
It's got to be tough, though, giving the ball back to East Hamilton willingly.
Oh, I know, because they're so dynamic, and I'm sure their special teams are just as good.
Aiden Burns is the one back punting. It allowed his coverage team to get downfield. Solid punt from Burns. They're going to mark this one out. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be close to the 40. He's still walking.
Yeah, right at the 40.
Right at the 40-yard line.
They did not rush the punter at all. They just left him out there. He could take his sweet time. And that allows the defenders to get down there to, defend the punt. But, of course, he punts it out of bounds. So.
Which typically the punter for Walker Valley's Roman Yulo. We know he's been dealing with some injuries and stuff. Glad to see him on the field tonight. So far, not been used a lot.
No.
But Aiden Burns taking over the punting duties for Yulo, and that's a perfect situation for him. Don't tell East Hamilton, but we don't want Aiden Burns getting rushed as he's getting things figured out as a punter.
No doubt about that.
3:44 to go here in the first quarter. East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 7. Hurricanes ball snap. They go.
Quarterback rolling down to the right.
He's looking downfield, looking for some blockers. And he might have messed around just a little too much waiting for blockers to get downfield as he's forced out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
You know what I liked about that? Wyatt Miller, the quarterback, as he was rolling, and he did have to run, but he was looking downfield the entire time. He was looking for someone to throw the ball to. So he's capable of running, but you can see it's pass first. Run is at the last moment. That's the only option he had there at the end. But I like the fact that he didn't just pull down and run with his head down. He kept his head up looking for open receivers.
And that was enough for 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for East Ham from their own 41. Man in motion. They're going to send him back out to where he came from, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he is gobbled up by a host of Mustangs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mustangs in the area.
Yeah, they read that, and they got a hold of the quarterback before he could do anything with it. So, yeah, that was a good defensive play right there. Knocked him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss there. Yeah, so that makes it 3rd and 8.
Caleb Jackson, Braylon Beard, 2 of the first 2 back there, coming from the linebacker spot, coming in with their ears pinned back.
Let's see if we can get East Hamilton off the field right here. Big 3rd down right here for the Mustang defense.
East Hamilton trips to the far side, working from left to right where we are here on the home side. Quarterback gets the snap, drops back, feels pressure from Hawk, steps up, throws one across the middle. Michael Wood goes up and takes it away. Interception. Michael Wood.
Nice play right there.
And that was I can't even call that a 50-50 jump ball, because when Michael Wood's in coverage, he's usually got the length advantage, and he goes up and gets that one.
Yeah, he leaped up, took it up to high point, made a nice play, tucked it away before he hit the ground to keep it coming loose. Nice play right there, all the way around.
Mustangs are going to start this drive after that interception by Michael Wood at the 25-yard line. And by the way, Michael Wood quickly climbing the all-time interceptions leaderboard at Walker Valley. I believe he's within 1 of taking that lead.
Yeah, that was a great play on his ball. The receiver at first had about 2 yards on him. He made up that distance, and then he out-leaped him, got the ball, and made a nice play before he hit the ground.
So with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter, East Hamilton a 20-7 lead. Give the ball to the Mustangs where Chase Stevens drops back, delivers a pass to Sawyer Boyd across the middle. He tries to get away, but there's a bunch of East Hamilton Hurricanes right there to meet him for only about a 4-yard gain on that reception.
Yeah, nice play right there. If he could have just broke that first tackle, I think he'd have got about 6 or 7 yards on that, but the first tackler made pretty good contact, pushed him back a little bit.
So they're going to give him about 5 yards, as a matter of fact, maybe 6.
Oh, that's a good spot right there. Very generous spot.
Clock down to 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Ball snap. Stevens drops back, delivers a pass to Yulo. Yulo forced out just shy. Let's see if they actually give him that first down. They've been very generous with those spots.
They're going to give it to
So
him.
they're going to say that ball got across that first down line at the 35. So that's a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down, Walker Valley. Mustangs not wasting any time. Trips to the far side. Single receiver here to the near side. That's Roman Yulo here on this near side. Ball snap. Stevens rolls out to the far side. Delivered. Nice. That's number 7, Joseph Arnett, who shoved out of bounds.
That was a tremendous throw right there.
About 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down marker. But number 7 for the Mustangs, Joseph Arnett, coming up with a big catch. And guys like Joseph, it's big for them to be able to step up when East Hamilton's having to pay so much attention to Sawyer Boyd and Roman Yulo.
And he was having to scramble there to his right. Hard, and he made a super accurate throw on the run like that.
So ball snap, handed off to Cunningham up the middle. He's got a gap, and he's got enough for a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down.
Right at the 50.
And that quickness of Cason Cunningham is such a dangerous. When he sees a hole, he hits it, and he's upfield 5 yards before you even know who has the football.
Yeah, and then when he made contact, he fell forward. He got another 2 or 3 yards. He got the ball one more time, another 5-yard gain right there. So back-to-back solid runs right there, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. This is a good drive. This is an important drive. It's 20-7. If they can put the ball in the end zone, get within 6, that would be a world of good for the Walker Valley Mustangs.
Yeah, Cason Cunningham quickly becoming a go-to for this Mustang offense. They fake to him. They deliver to Sawyer Boyd out on the edge. He hits the sideline, has enough for a first down, and then is going to be forced out of bounds across the 40-yard line of East Hamilton.
Luke Hayden with a tremendous block for Walker Valley. Sprung that first down run right there after he made that catch. Great play by Luke Hayden.
So, again, another Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs. Got trips to the near side this time.
Of course, this drive began with an interception at the 25. They've taken it all the way from their own 25 to the East Hamilton 40.
Clock down now under a minute here in the first quarter. East Hamilton with that 20-7 lead at the moment. Mustangs across midfield at the East Hamilton, we'll call it 38-yard line. Stevens drops back, sees a man downfield. The ball is just tipped.
Yep.
Couldn't hit that crossing route. Had Arnett there. Also had Yulo on a post. Not quite sure who that ball was intended for, but
it was intended for Joseph Arnett. Okay. But I think that ball might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah. You had the underneath crossing route and the post route.
I mean, he was wide open.
Yeah.
But a good play. Good getting your hands up like that. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up because you never know. And that's what East Hamilton did right there. Very well coached football team here at East Hamilton.
So we've got Mustangs 2nd and 10. Hard count, no biters. Chase Stevens looks over to his sideline to get the call. Makes a shift and a change at the line. Ball snap. Handed off to Cunningham. He's got a couple. Still keeping his feet moving, dragging the pile with him. And when you talk about Cason Cunningham, every bit of probably 5'8", 160 pounds, just doing some work.
He's the high school player of the week this past week. Super young man. Really got to meet him and get to know him a little bit. What a respectful young man he is.
Yeah, again, the ESPN Express screen print and embroidery player of the week last week. Ball snapped, handed off back to Cunningham, and he's got more positive yards as he gashes up midfield. That's going to be enough for a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs.
Down to about the 20-yard line, so a nice drive. They've taken it from their own 25 down to the East Hamilton 20, and they are going quickly.
So this clock, they actually get the snap off with 1 second left in the quarter. They hand off to Cunningham as they're trying to keep that fast-paced offense going. He's only going to get maybe 1 on that play. But with that, that's the end of the first quarter. The score here from East Hamilton, Hurricanes 20, Mustangs 7 as they threaten to start the second quarter, looking to get back on the board when we come back in 1 minute.
Selling mattresses the retail way isn't the best way. Most mattresses are made in a large factory and shipped hundreds of miles to a retailer's warehouse, where the retailer then marks them up and up before finally selling and delivering them. At Mermaid Mattress, we are the factory, so we eliminate the extra steps and create a direct line from our factory to you, saving you hundreds of dollars. So experience more than the national chain store can offer and spend your dollars locally. Mermaid Mattress, better price, better sleep, better life.
Hey guys, Joey Abdullah, used car manager at Toyota Cleveland, and we're very excited to talk about all of our spring savings. We have over 150 plus used cars on the lot ready to rock and roll, including starting at just $5,000 and up to $3,000 rebates on all of our new 2025 Toyota Tundras. Buy 3, get 1 for $1. That's right, tires, tires, tires. Tires at Toyota Cleveland. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for $1. That's right, the 4th tire for just $1. All tire purchases come with free tire pressure checks at any time, free rotations every 5,000 miles, and a 2-year road hazard, which covers any damage to the tire and will cover a full replacement. Toyota Cleveland's where you shop for new tires. Toyota Cleveland, off exit 20 off I-75.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Mustang football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. And Jim Gum and I are live here at East Hamilton High School, where the Hurricanes currently lead the Mustangs 20-7. And man, has this East Hamilton offense been on a roll early here in the first quarter. But now in the second quarter, the Mustangs starting the quarter, threatening to score inside the Kia Cleveland drive zone at the East Ham 19-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 8. The drive started at the 25, their own 25 after the interception. So, East Hamilton trying to go up by big scores, and now now Walker Valley has a chance to eat into that lead.
So the second quarter is sponsored by USS, your waterproofing and foundation experts, USSTN.com.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Cunningham get this ball again.
Yeah, he has been a workhorse on this drive for Walker Valley. Ball snap. Nope. It's going to be a pass. Corner route to Sawyer Boyd.
He
incomplete.
Was there. Ball was just a little overthrown, but he was definitely there. That was almost made a circus catch.
Yeah, that was a back shoulder throw to Sawyer Boyd. Tight coverage from the corner from East Ham, and Sawyer not able to get those shoulders turned around quick enough to get his hands up to the football.
Yeah, ball just a slightly overthrown, but he definitely had the advantage on that.
So Mustangs not running quite the same pace they were.
Is this 4-down territory, Andy?
Absolutely. Ball at the 18-yard line of East Hamilton right now, 3rd and 8. Trips to the far side, Twins here to the near side. Hard count, no biters from East Ham. Chase Stevens getting his offensive line set. Ball snap, drops back. He's got some pressure.
Wide open.
Pass delivered to Sawyer Boyd. He's going to take this one. Contact at the 1-yard line. Gets up and over the goal line. That's a Wright Brothers Construction touchdown. Sawyer Boyd.
Boy, Sawyer Boyd was not going to be kept out of that end zone. He turned it upfield, and he squared his shoulders. He was going in regardless of who was there.
He was ready for contact.
Yes, he was going to initiate the contact, and what a play right there. Huge drive for Walker Valley. They're back in this football game.
So the Mustangs respond, and I have a feeling this is going to be the story of the evening. They're going to have to respond the way East Ham has been able to move the football. Extra point by Malik. Kick is up. It is good. East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 14 with 11:47 to go until halftime. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony, and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campus in Cleveland. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by our friends over at Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. And Jim Gum and myself, I'm Andy Morris, are open to bring you the second quarter here from East Hamilton, where the Hurricanes still lead the Mustangs 20-14, but Sawyer Boyd getting the Mustangs back into the mix.
And this game is going exactly like a lot of people predicted. High scoring, both teams' offenses are dynamic. So, yeah, we'll see if they can do something here on defense.
Kickoff from Malik, fielded by East Hamilton at the 10. He's going to meet some contact around the 25-yard line, and that is where the return man of East Hamilton will hit the turf. and get his offense started for the Hurricanes.
I promise you, Wyatt Miller, the quarterback for East Hamilton, is going to try to atone for that interception he threw. So I look for him, and and I think this this offensive team for East Hamilton, they haven't had to punt the ball yet. And they've done a great job all game long.
Hey, we've got a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Cleveland leads Bradley 3-0. That game, roughly 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Not sure if we've got that updated in a little bit, but Cleveland toward the end of the first quarter, they're leading at Bradley 3-0.
Typical Bradley Cleveland game for sure.
So pressure on East Ham quarterback. He's got receivers downfield. He's going to heave it downfield, overthrew everybody. Man, he's got an arm.
Oh, he does, and he could have run for a first down, and he should have completed the pass. Walker Valley is very, very fortunate that they didn't even get a first down on that play, because there were two options. He could have kept it and run for a first down, and he should have completed that pass.
We've seen that from Wyatt Miller, the quarterback of the Hurricanes, senior quarterback. Such a strong arm. Can get it done with his legs as well, and not to mention he's got another guy right there by his side, and Jaden Haywood, who's in the running for the 5A Tennessee Mr. Football Award that he can give the ball to at any moment.
Oh, yeah, and you can see that he's always looking to throw the ball first. Will he run it? Absolutely. So he's a tough cookie. By the way, we want to thank Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Wojtek.com. Thank Gary Wojtek. He's a good guy.
Great guy, serving our community for such a long time. 11:30 to go until halftime. Once again, Hurricanes leading 20-14.
There was a dead ball foul. I did not see the official make a.
Once again, that's sponsored
by.
But
the play counts. The play counts. So this was a dead ball foul.
That's sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant. East Hamilton. Miller, quarterback, gets the snap, drops back, feels pressure again. There's going to be a holding call flag. Miller just tries to get rid. That might be intentional grounding as it does not reach the sideline.
That's right. It will be. It'll be a safety.
He got forced back 20 yards into his own end zone, running for his life, trying to get rid of that football, feeling that pressure from the Mustangs.
Yeah, that should be a safety, Andy, because he was definitely in the end zone when he threw it. The ball did not go past the line of scrimmage.
The officials are meeting now to discuss this.
He was in the tackle box, but the ball got to go past the line of scrimmage, and it did not do that.
And it didn't even get to the sideline, which is another thing. Typically, if there's no receiver in the area, they want it to get. Yeah. So let's see what the call is here by these officials.
I think it's going to be a safety. We'll see if they do call that.
So they're done conferencing. They're going to call holding against East Hamilton.
That's decline.
They're going to call.
It'll be
intentional grounding.
A safety
against the Hurricanes, which results. The Mustangs have already left the field. Mustang defense no longer on the field. So it's going to result in a safety. So sure enough, that's a safety. Mustangs get 2 points and will now be getting the football.
That was the right call. I mean, we saw it from here.
Good call, Jim Gum.
Well, I mean, he's in his end zone, and he did not throw the he was in the tackle box, but you got to get it past the line of scrimmage. He failed to do that. It's an automatic safety.
So that's a big penalty, resulting in points on the board for the Mustangs, that safety call. So the score now, East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 16 with 11-20.
They got to kick off from the 20, do they not? I think they kick off from the 20 on a safety.
I believe you're right, and you can accredit that to that pressure from the Mustang defense.
They blitzed. Great call by the defensive coordinator. They sent the house. They blitzed him. There was nobody open. By the way, great job on the backside defending the play. There was nobody open, so he had to hold on to the ball a lot longer than he wanted. So great play all the way around by that Walker Valley defense. They really did do a great job putting pressure on the quarterback, defending the ball. So all the way around, tremendous play by the Walker Valley defense on that one for sure. So now East Hamilton has to kick the ball. Now, you can kick it or punt it. You have the option, and they're going to kick it from their own 20. Walker Valley should, let me emphasize the word should, get good field position on this. So he is going to kick it. Now, he could punt it if he wanted.
So once again, a Billy County Meat Company scoreboard update. Cleveland is up 3-0 in the second quarter over Bradley over at Bear Stadium.
There you go. Rivalries, we talked about it all week long, Andy. Don't take for granted anything in a rivalry.
So this kickoff after the safety from East Hamilton is going to be fielded at the 33-yard line, and I believe that is Didn't quite get a number. He's met at the 50, brought down. He gets a little bit after that contact. And let's see, that was, I believe, number 11 for the Mustangs.
I thought it was Sawyer Boyd.
No,
that was Sawyer Boyd.
No,
it was number 1.
No, it was number 11.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was Thavin Scruggs.
Okay.
So that one is, they're going to say that Thavin got all the way to the 46-yard line of East Ham. So good field position to start with.
Great field position. Listen, put this ball in the end zone, all of a sudden, Walker Valley's up by 3 points.
That's right. 11:13 to go till halftime. East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 16. We've got that bunch set again from Walker Valley. Receiver to the far side. Boyd in motion, bad snap. So if that was a jet sweep, we give it to Kason Cunningham, who's going to nearly.
He was down. If they say this is a fumble, it's a bad call. His knee was clearly down.
Yeah, it looks like.
And they're calling it East Hamilton ball.
Yeah, they're going to signal that ball came out before he was down.
His knee was clearly down. They missed that. They missed that call.
Yeah, talk about a big break for East Hamilton there. After giving up that safety, they come back. And that's the importance of having ball security. When at this level, not having instant replay, not being able to see where a knee was, you leave it up to the officials. But sometimes they don't have the best view. When they see that ball hit the turf, they make the call what they see.
Absolutely. And listen, it is what it is. They're humans just like us. And I might have been wrong, but I thought his knee hit the ground before the ball came out.
So East Hamilton takes over. They get a hard count. They say
he stayed down.
Yeah, Lane Ferris did not get into the neutral zone. And between both these offenses, seeing them spread the ball across the field, this is going to be handed off to Haywood up the middle. He's going to break free. He's got enough for the first down. Bounces it back outside, showing off that speed. He's all the way across to the Walker Valley 30-yard line. What a run.
Boy, he's got another gear, doesn't he?
He sure does.
And he's got tremendous cutting ability, but boy, he turned it on the Jets and he just takes off.
You got to give him credit because that was made possible because he broke a couple tackles.
Yeah, he did.
Would-be tacklers in the middle of the field, was able to bounce it out and show off that speed. A very impressive run there by number 11, Jaden Haywood of East Hamilton. Ball snap, they go right back to him, forced outside. He's going to be forced out of bounds after picking up, let's say, roughly 5, 6, 7 yards. Tough angle where we're at here, but it looks like they're going to say he picked up about 7 yards on that.
Yeah, the momentum is sort of shifted towards the East Hamilton side after Walker Valley had taken the ball. You know, they had it at the 44-yard line. Unfortunately, the fumble, they've recovered. Now the East Hamilton is driving towards the Walker Valley end zone right now.
Yeah, this is a big drive for Walker Valley to try to stay within reach of being able to take the lead of this game for the first time. Clock down at 10 minutes and 49 seconds till halftime. Ball snap, handed off to Haywood up the middle. There's going to be a holding call, I believe. Haywood gets another chunk yardage gain.
Unless there was a face mask, which I didn't see that. I think you're right. I think it's going to be a hold on East Hamilton right here.
Dell's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs, just call Dells.com. So they're going to say holding against East Hamilton. That's going to be your Bradley Bradley County litter grant penalty.
Yep. Chick-fil-A located on Keith Street and Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today and also crown your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee at I-75 exit 20.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 13 East Hamilton. After that penalty, they're backed up. We'll say at about the 36-yard line. Ball's handed off to Haywood. Once again, bounces outside. Tries to get to the edge. Not able to get to the edge.
Gang tackle right there.
So that might have actually been Jermaine Heathington.
It was, number 1.
Yep. Who, again, another young man who showing off some jets, trying to get to the edge. Walker Valley just coming up, playing that really well defensively.
That was good pursuit by Walker Valley right there. They did not give him an opportunity to cut it upfield because they kept forcing him towards the sideline. So we got 3rd and 8 right here. I believe this is probably 4-down territory, though, for East Hamilton right here on this part of the field. I don't think their field goal kicker's got that big of a leg.
No, I think you're absolutely right, Jim. 9:54 to go till halftime. 3rd down and 8 for East Hamilton. Ball snap, handed off to Haywood, looking for somewhere to go. He's met by some Mustangs. Good pursuit there by Walker Valley. Nowhere to go for Haywood, but he still picks up a couple.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up about 4th down and 4 right here. So it's a big, big down right here for East Hamilton.
So East Hamilton looking like they're keeping that offense on the field. Can't imagine being inside the 30-yard line of Walker Valley, not going for it here, 4th and 3, especially when you have a weapon in Haywood and Miller at quarterback for East Hamilton.
There's an empty backfield, so it looks like they're either going to let him run it or throw it. I don't see.
They just went hard count, no biters. He's Miller, the quarterback for the Hurricanes, awaiting the snap, gets the snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He's going to be met.
He's going to be
It looks
short.
like he's going to be short by a
Big
couple yards
play.
there.
Big defensive play by Walker. They sniffed that out. We thought that he would be either probably running or throwing it right here. He took off with it.
If you're East Ham, you got to be a little frustrated that you're not putting the ball in Haywood's hands right there.
You can tell Walker Valley's spying on the quarterback right there. They're going to try to contain him. Obviously, you got 2 weapons with East Hamilton, and he's one of them. But that was a great defensive stand right there by the Walker Valley Mustangs.
Crown your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee off I-75 at exit 20. Shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams.
I also want to thank Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts at jerseycollege.edu.
So Walker Valley takes over at the East Hamilton, at their own 24-yard line. Ball snap, quick pass, Sawyer Boyd up top. He's going to get forced out of bounds before he has an opportunity to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit there by the corner of East Hamilton.
Actually lost a yard on that.
Yeah, cannot see a number of East Hamilton. Those green numbers blended in with those black uniforms.
That's why you should have white numbers on.
That's why I need Jacob's binoculars right now.
Exactly.
You should see him on Friday nights. It's a sight to see, even though he can't see.
Oh man!
We love you, Slim Money.
2nd down and 11 right here. We'll see what the Mustangs can pull out of their hat right here.
So ball snap handed off to Cunningham up the middle. Looks like he's going to get about 5 yards, maybe 6 on that carry.
Really made sure he held on to that ball hard that time after the fumble that earlier in this quarter.
Well, that says something right there. Got to appreciate Coach Akins and Coach Pope going back.
Oh yeah, they still have
Cunningham.
faith in him. Yeah.
Nothing better to get someone to forget about a fumble than give him the ball back after it.
Get him the ball.
So the East Hamilton home crowd over here starting to get loud, getting excited here on this 3rd and 6. 7:40 to go till halftime. Ball snapped. It's Cunningham again here on the edge.
Good defensive play right there.
Could never get to the edge. Kept trying. Nowhere there because there were a bunch of Hurricanes in the way. So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll say 4th down and 5 is the call on the field. They've got it marked just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll say it's at the 29 with 7:14 to go till halftime. Once again, East Ham leading 20-16.
Eli Edgar with the tackle there for East Hamilton. Big play right there. Forcing a punt by the Mustangs.
So it once again looks like not going to be much pressure here from East Ham. They're going to give Aiden Burns time to punt the football, and he takes every bit of it. Just now getting the punt off. It's going to be fielded at the 39-yard line. Solid punt from Aiden Burns, who by trade is not a punter.
Yeah, it's kind of, I've never seen anything like that where they just stay at the line of scrimmage. They're not putting any pressure on him. They're basically just saying, go ahead, take your time, punt the ball.
Well, that's one
but
thing.
You're not going to run.
I don't want anybody to hear me over here. They might relay it, but if there's a halftime adjustment that I'm going to make if I'm East Hamilton, I'm saying when Walker Valley's trying to punt the football, rush the punter.
Absolutely. I mean, they're doing it actually. They're doing Walker Valley a favor.
And I say that because Aiden Burns fully capable of taking one to the house if he feels some pressure. He's got the speed, but that is not a role he's used to playing. So that pressure might rush him a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
So East Ham getting this drive started with 6:40 to go till halftime. Miller drops back, feels pressure, dumps it off.
Nice catch.
Beautiful catch. Once again, that was number 1, I believe.
Yeah, it was. He fumbled it out of bounds, but the nice catch. That ball was thrown below his knees. He reached down, made a heck of a catch, and was able to turn it upfield for about a 9-yard gain right there.
Yeah, that was Jermaine Heathington.
So he is. It brings up the best down in football. 2nd and 1. That's the best down in football because you can do anything with that.
Clock down to 6:35 here in the second quarter. East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 16. Twins here to the near side for East Hamilton. Haywood, the back to the left of quarterback Miller. That Mustang band getting fired up over there, trying to disrupt some play calling here. Jet sweep, and it looks like they're going to blow this play dead before they even get the snap off.
I think it's a false start.
I believe you're right, Jim.
So that takes it from a 2nd and 1 to a 2nd and 6. That's a huge penalty right there. I mean, that'll drive a coach crazy more than anything, a pre-snap penalty.
So got an update here from our stat guy, Mr. Rob Varner. Michael Wood tied Lane Miller for most career interceptions at 8 interceptions. So
congratulations to that young man. Good for him.
Wouldn't mind Michael Wood maybe getting another one right here. Pass intended. Michael Wood right there trying to make the tackle. Whiffs on it. Receivers forced out of bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down, East Hamilton.
Yeah, that was number 5, Josiah Heathington. I'm assuming they're related to Jermaine. So, yeah, what a great play on his part. He made a cut, put one hand down on the ground to keep his balance, and made really good yardage after that.
So clock down to 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go until halftime. East Hamilton putting together another solid drive as they're across midfield at the Walker Valley 42-yard line. Man in motion, ball snap. They fake the jet sweep. Miller steps up. He's going to take off, and he's going to get out of bounds, forced out of bounds by number 23, Braylon Beard of the Mustangs, but not after picking up. Let's see where they spot this one. They're going to say he got a good chunk of yards, 8, nearly 9 yards.
In case you're wondering how this score became 20-16, East Hamilton has scored 3 touchdowns and missed 1 extra point. Walker Valley has scored 2 touchdowns and got a safety, so that's how they got to the 16. So an unusual score of 20-16 right now.
2nd down and 2, 5:03 on the clock here in the second quarter for East Hamilton. Ball snapped, handed off. Nope, it's a keeper. Finds receiver across the middle of the field. That's going to be enough for a first down. East Hamilton keeping this Mustang defense on their toes, really selling that run, pulling the football late, and delivering absolute darts. Miller, the quarterback for East Hamilton.
And he's got multiple weapons here on that East Hamilton team. They've got, it's not just like 2 guys can do it. They've got 3 or 4 guys that are more than capable of catching the ball and taking it to the house.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10. They've got the ball at the Mustang 28-yard line. Mustangs right here look like they're playing up a little bit tighter, trying to dig their heels in and not give up another score to this explosive Hurricane offense. Clock down to 4:30. Ball snap. It's a jet sweep.
Headington again.
It sure is.
Oh,
knocked out of bounds after about a gain of 5 yards.
Yep.
So going to try to get you some Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updates from around the area.
Yeah, Headington, he's a pretty good back now. He's a little small, doesn't have the size that you'd like, but he runs hard.
Got a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Bradley Central 14, Cleveland 3. So just like that, the Bears get 2 touchdowns on the scoreboard in that big rivalry game at Bear Stadium.
About 2 minutes to go in the first half at Bear Stadium there. Here we've got 4:22 to go on the clock. East Hamilton driving. Oh, interception.
Intercepted Walker Valley. This time it's not Michael Wood. Did not get a number.
Absolutely.
Let's see who it
just
is.
Made a horrendous decision to throw that
number
football.
27, 2 weeks in a row, linebacker Tyler Goldman sneaks out, gets underneath the route, and comes up with a huge interception for Walker Valley.
Oh, you know Wyatt Miller is kicking himself right now because he absolutely did not see him at all, Andy. Did not see him at all.
And you've got to imagine that's going to be really what determines who wins this football game, being able to secure the football, having costly turnovers. East Hamilton has shown they can move this football at will.
Both times he's thrown interceptions, the key was Walker Valley was putting pressure on him. He was not able to set his feet. He was backing up as he threw the ball, and that's how they were able to get 2 interceptions, by putting pressure on the quarterback.
So with 4:13 to go till halftime, East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 16. Mustangs take over at their own 30-yard line. After that Tyler Goldman interception, they're going to go to Kason Cunningham, who gets upfield, gets some big yardage there. That's going to be enough for – no, they're going to actually mark him about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. Yeah. Got to get better with my angles here, Jim.
Well, second and 8, though, that's a good down, man.
It is.
You got a lot of options when you got second and very, very short. You can do anything you want. You can throw it deep. You can do whatever you want.
So we've got twins to the far side of the field, single back Cunningham. It's going to be a deep ball.
Oh.
That one intercepted East Hamilton. That one intended for Sawyer Boyd. East Hamilton's going to take it all the way across the 50 to the 40. He's knocked out of bounds at about the Walker Valley 30-yard line, and then there's going to be a penalty marker come in late.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this, Andy, but Sawyer Boyd kind of hesitated there, and it cost him.
He looked at cutting his route off.
Yeah, he did. So he hesitated. Of course, the ball was already in the air. Good interception by East Hamilton. I didn't catch that number, but a great play right there. I don't know what the penalty is. It may be a block in the back.
So they're going to say block in the back against East Hamilton. That's a big penalty there. But, again, and I'm glad you pointed that out. Sawyer Boyd cut his route off. Miscommunication between him and quarterback Chase Stevens. But that still is going to be a Hurricane interception, even with that block in the back. But that helps so much with field position.
So both teams have got 2 turnovers. We've got an interception and a fumble for Walker Valley and 2 interceptions by East Hamilton. So both teams have had trouble holding on to the ball, like I said, turning the ball over. And that's why the score is what it is, because without all those turnovers, I'm sure we've had a lot more points on the scoreboard.
So you can imagine quarterback Wyatt Miller for the Hurricanes is wanting a little redemption after that last turnover with 3:26 on the clock here till halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's very, very important, though, that Walker Valley continues to put pressure on him, because that's when he's he's vulnerable. He makes poor decisions, apparently. At least he has twice in this game.
Ball snap. Miller drops back, delivers an absolute dart to his receiver, who's going to be knocked out of bounds after about a gain of 8.
Yeah. That's a good boy. He's got some zip on the ball on that one. That kid's got a strong arm. He really believes in his arm, that's for sure. And he throws a pretty pass.
And I'll have to say, of all the quarterbacks that we've seen this season on the Mustang schedule, Miller by far the strongest arm of anybody.
He has got a cannon on his arm.
So Miller taking his time. He's got running back to his right. It's going to be...
Oh, nice play. Sack.
Looked like he was forced into a quarterback keeper, but Eli Robinson had different plans there for the Mustang defensive line. Comes up with a big tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. Actually, a loss of 2, so it brings up 3rd down and 5. So a sack right there, a 2-yard loss by East Hamilton. So another opportunity for Walker Valley to put some pressure on him. I don't think Walker Valley would I don't think East Hamilton would go for it if they don't get any yards here. If they get about 3 yards, though, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it on 4th and 2.
If we learned anything, Jim, from that last drive, they're going to empty set again.
Yep.
But it's a head-scratcher why you don't have Haywood putting the ball directly into his hands.
I'm right there with you. In fact, I might even do a direct snap to him.
Yeah, they go hard count, no biters. Miller's looking over to his coach, letting his line know what the call is. Ball snapped. He drops back. He's going to step up
right there,
and he's going to complete it. That's going to be enough for a first down, East Hamilton, and no penalty marker on the field there, Jim.
Yeah, there was definitely a hold. East Hamilton almost tackled a Walker Valley defender right there. The official did not throw the flag, and the ball was completed for a first down.
So 2 minutes here on the clock till halftime. East Hamilton 20, Walker Valley 16. This Hurricane offense moving across the field, across midfield, down to the Walker Valley 30-yard line. Miller, ball snap, steps up into the pocket, feels pressure, tries to get outside. He does get outside. He's going to pick up a couple here, but not much. Actually, they're going to say, excuse me. Yeah, they're going to say he picks up about 5 on that one, maybe 6.
I don't know how he got any yardage on that. He made it all on his own because it looked like he was going to drop him for a loss right there.
Yeah, he did a good job avoiding the would-be tacklers, bounced outside here to the near sideline and picked up a few there. So clock now down at 1:20. East Hamilton not in a huge hurry here. Ball snap. Miller drops back, feels pressure, throws nearly tipped and intercepted by Braylon Beard. Tipped by the receiver for East Hamilton right in front of Braylon Beard, not able to get his arms up in time to take that one away.
Yeah, Jermaine Heatherington almost caught the ball, but he almost tipped it to us. An almost for both teams, an almost great catch and an almost interception for Walker Valley. Brings up a big third down right here.
Yeah, Heatherington is another one that you've noticed East Hamilton very comfortable going to with the football. Another weapon along with Haywood on the field.
Again, an empty backfield right here. You got
third down and 5.
To the right.
Ball snap, delivers underneath route from the receiver, and he's got nowhere to go. Very good tackling by Walker Valley. Several Mustangs in the area, but they're going to say East Hamilton picked up a couple on that one. That's going to bring up about a 4th down, and we'll say 3.
3 up. Timeout by Walker Valley right here.
And with that, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1 in 30 seconds.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public, and we're open for some Friday night football here from East Hamilton High School, where the Hurricanes lead the Mustangs 20-16 with 1 minute and 1 second to go till halftime. Hurricanes currently driving, Jim.
I'll tell you, if I'm East Hamilton, I put this ball in Jaden Haywood's hands. If you make it, great. If you don't, then you still got it in the hands of your best player. Let's see what they do right here.
So to paint the picture, 4th and 3, East Hamilton with the ball on the Walker Valley 23-yard line, needing to get to the 20 for that first down.
And East Hamilton calls a timeout.
So they did not like what they saw from the Mustang defense. We're going to stay right here and bring some scores to you from across the area. Of course, that big game going on back in Cleveland at Bradley High School's Bear Stadium. Last we saw on that, Bradley up 14-3.
Yeah, still about 2 minutes to go is the last time we saw any type of a update. Still says 2 minutes and 4 seconds. We know that's not accurate. But obviously a big rivalry there at Bear Stadium. And listen, I think we've got as good a game as anybody in the entire area right here, where you got the number 6 and number 7 ranked teams going at it here at East Hamilton. Big 4th down coming up right here, 4th down and 3. An opportunity for East Hamilton to get a first down and maybe take a bigger lead into halftime, and an opportunity for Walker Valley to stop them and keep this to be a one-score game. And don't forget, Walker Valley gets the ball to begin the second half. So that's important right there.
You're absolutely right. So now let's see if we could get an idea for what East Hamilton is going to do offensively here. Again, 4th and 3 from the Walker Valley 23.
You got to get this in Haywood's head.
And they're going to their version of Walker Valley's load set. It's going to sure enough be handed off to Haywood, and it looks like he might have enough. Sure does. Yeah. He's going to have an extra yard or 2 for a first down. East Hamilton, a huge first down.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like to say, well, use him as a decoy. No, he's the best player for a reason, and that's what you do. You get the ball in the hands of your best players when you need it.
So, by the way, Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Bradley Central leads Cleveland 14-3 in the second quarter. 7 seconds left in that first half. East Ham quarterback Miller drops back, throws, nearly intercepted once again.
Pass interference.
And they're going to say tackled from behind by number 11 of the Mustangs. That's Thavin Scruggs.
Yep.
He's frustrated because I know he feels like he was pursuing the football. Excuse me, but when you get tangled up,
they're going to call it.
They're going to call that every time.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. The ball was low. It was catchable, but it was a low throw. A lot of pressure put on by Walker Valley's defense, and he is still down, by the way, Andy. I'm not sure if he got the breath knocked out of him or something else going on, but he is still very, very gingerly getting up, and he is.
Yeah, Thavin Scruggs slow to get up. He is up on his feet though.
Yeah, I think he might
have
got the air knocked out of him. So
Billy
could be okay. I'm pretty sure about that.
Real quick, Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update at halftime. Bradley Central 14, Cleveland 3. That game over on MixedTV.tv as well, along with our game. Glad to have you guys listening and watching with us here on MixedTV.tv and Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
So we've got 33.8 seconds to go, so they can run all of their offense right here. It's first and goal, and so we're going to see what the plays that they call right here, but they've still got a couple timeouts to play with here too. So East Hamilton can run their entire offense, if you will.
A lot of weapons on that East Hamilton offense.
First and goal, ball placed at the 9-yard line. Boy, if Walker Valley can keep them out of the end zone, that would be saying something. But this is going to be very, very difficult.
So they've blown the whistle. Play clock has started. East Hamilton's Miller drops back, feels pressure, has to roll out here. There's going to be a touchdown East Ham, but there's a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, I think this is
so that may negate that touchdown.
Yeah.
As he rolled out, was getting some extra help from his offensive line there.
Good pressure by that Walker Valley defense. They forced him to roll to the left. Like we've said before, Andy, you get a right-handed quarterback rolling out to the left, then he's got to stop and set his feet, which he did, by the way. But that's a very difficult play by a right-handed quarterback rolling out to your left, because then you normally have to set your feet.
So there's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Huge field position advantage there for Walker Valley for what could have been. It's going to back East Hamilton all the way up near the 20, we'll say the 19-yard line, and that is what they have on the scoreboard. 27 seconds left till halftime. East Hamilton threatening inside Mustang territory. They've got trips here to the near side, single receiver far side. Another draw play. Quarterback pulls the football, throws deep, overthrows his would-be receiver. Thavin Scruggs in on the coverage.
You know, the receiver stopped. He kept on going. The ball would have been right there. I don't think the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, because he threw a fade thinking the receiver was going to continue on his route. He cut it a little bit short, and the ball was over his head.
We've seen that a couple times tonight on both sides.
Both sides, yeah. Yeah, I think the quarterback thought he was going to continue. Had he continued, I think they would have been had a really good shot to complete that pass. So this is a big down right here. You got second down and goal. Ball is placed at the 19-yard line after that holding penalty that negated a touchdown.
So
Miller looking over the field.
East Hamilton looking downfield, throws across, overthrows his receiver once again under that pressure from the Walker Valley linebacking core. Looks like, let's say that was Caleb Jackson in the backfield there applying that pressure.
Yeah, they put the blitz on right there, and nobody blocked him. He got to the quarterback right when he released the ball. Of course, made an inaccurate throw. Good decision right there by Walker Valley to send that linebacker to blitz the quarterback.
So there's 17.8 seconds left.
You don't want your quarterback to be comfortable. You want him to be uncomfortable, and he was rushed on his throw, thus the inaccurate throw.
So 17.8 seconds left till halftime. East Hamilton with a 20-16 lead, threatening here inside Mustang territory. This Mustang defense trying to keep that pressure, Jim, on Miller, the quarterback of the Hurricanes.
I would think if they don't score touchdown, they'll bring the field goal team out.
Miller drops back, feels pressure again. That play's going to be blown dead.
I think this is a false start again. So they should reset the clock to 17.8.
So that Bradley County Litter Grant penalty against the Hurricanes, that's a false start.
Yep.
Right now, the scoreboard reads 15.8 seconds, but you're right, they should reset that time.
They should, because that's a dead ball. Here's the thing. If I'm East Hamilton, I'm not trying to get it in the end zone. I'm trying to get it closer to help my field goal kicker at this point.
Yeah, I want to give them a good shot to try to extend that lead for the Hurricanes.
You get about half
20
the
to
yards,
16.
You get it down to about the 15-yard line, and you get to feel pretty good about yourself.
Ball snap. Miller drops back, looks downfield, delivers a beautiful post route for a touchdown. East Hamilton couldn't have placed that ball any better.
That was absolutely a perfect route and a perfect throw. Tremendous play by East Hamilton.
What a throw by Miller. Just dropped it right in the basket there.
I mean, absolutely. He did not have to break stride, didn't have to adjust anything. It was right there. You couldn't have handed the ball to him any better.
And I'll say this, it was under pressure too. Delivered that throw with hands and bodies of the Mustangs right in his face. Very impressive throw from quarterback Wyatt Miller of the Hurricanes as they get set for this extra point to extend their lead to 27 to 16. The extra point is up. It is good. East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 16. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back with 9 seconds to go till halftime. Duracell in Cleveland is hiring mechanical skilled technicians, $22 to $27 per hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one. Medical, dental, and vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply now at Duracell.com.
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply. Built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley Mustang football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. The score here from East Hamilton, Hurricanes 27, Mustang 16, as East Hamilton able to get back on the board with a beautiful post route ran and an absolute dime dropped in by quarterback Miller of East Hamilton to give them that 27-16 lead with 9 seconds to go. And East Hamilton set to kick this one off.
Yeah, that was a 24-yard pass that he completed for a touchdown, and he absolutely threw it.
Line drive kick to Sawyer Boyd, who's already at the 35, breaks a tackle, cuts up, gets to the 40, we'll say maybe the 42.
33 seconds to go.
So Sawyer Boyd a little slow to get up after being brought down, but is up on his feet. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Walker Valley. They're going to mark this one at the 41-yard line. So do you take any shots here?
Why not? You know, obviously you know that there's a chance that they could
get the ball back.
Blitz the quarterback, knock it and fumble it, and they scoop and score, interception, return for. But the odds are very high that's not going to happen. I would just chuck it. You know, maybe you get a penalty, get a free down after that.
And with weapons like Roman Yulo, Sawyer Boyd, Luke Hayden, why not throw it up for one of those guys?
Walker Valley, they do get the ball to begin the second half as well. So we'll see. They may just go very conservative.
Well, so
right here.
already here, just from the look of it, with the trips lined up to the far side, again, Walker Valley working from left to right. East Ham taking a smart timeout after they assess that.
Yeah, because they weren't sure if Walker Valley was going to take a knee or they're going to try to look like Walker Valley was going to make a play. They're going to try to do something here. Listen, you got a lot of weapons. They're more than capable of doing something big and scoring a touchdown with 3 seconds. We know that.
And having good field position, you're across your own 40-yard line. I feel like why not take a shot with the weapons that you do have? One thing that I can say I've learned about Coach Akins in these situations, when he comes up in a trip set, he's not going to run a conservative play.
Yeah, and obviously it's max protection on the quarterback. Give him time to be in the pocket to where he's got time to set his feet and make a good, accurate throw. And then it's a one-on-one situation there, deep down the field there.
So East Hamilton, wise timeout on their end, getting their defense set. Can imagine they're probably going into some type of a prevent defense.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely have my guys down by the 20, maybe the 15-yard line.
They got Haywood back there.
Yep, I mean, I would, but we'll see what they do here.
So Walker Valley comes right back out in that trip set.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have somebody way, way deeper than this. But hey,
Twins here to the near side. No running back for Stevens. Whistles blown, play clock starts. Ball snaps. Stevens drops back, delivers a cross to Roman Yulo on a short route, who pitches a dangerous pitch from Yulo. to Cunningham, who's still up on his feet and all that.
Don't do that, because that's where you get a ball for
scoop and score. Yeah, a little too much there from Walker Valley. Just should have probably hit the turf and headed into halftime. But, again, it is now halftime with East Hamilton leading this game 27-16. We're going to get things assessed, get stats rolling in, get our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard updated, and when we come back, we're going to have your Southland Finance halftime show right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
Not all composite decking is the same. Enjoy life's beautiful moments on an equally beautiful composite deck. Envision's products feature deep, non-repeating grains and distinct colors throughout each pour, offering a truly unique appearance unlike anything else on the market. Learn more and find inspiration for your project at Cleveland Plywood. Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Turn your world yellow with Mayfield Dairy this fall. Whether you're wrapping up a workout or craving a tasty afternoon treat, our rich chocolate milk replenishes nutrients and provides high-quality protein to keep you going. Grab some Mayfield milk today and experience real, southern, sunny goodness in every sip. From our iconic yellow jugs to our delicious chocolate milk, everything tastes better with Mayfield. Turn your world yellow because the best moments are made with Mayfield Dairy.
Check out the spooky savings this October at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. And 0% or $5,000 cash back on 2025 Pathfinders and Muranos. Want to trade in your old car? Nissan is giving up to $5,000 over book value when you trade. And they'll buy your car even if you don't buy theirs. Shop in person on exit 20 off of I-75 or visit cleveland-nissan.com. Payments are per month for 75 months. Does not include tax, tag, title, or dealer doc fee. Must finance through the dealer subject to credit approval and pick from new dealer stock.
Cleveland Utilities, the local trusted provider of utility services in our community, is now offering fiber internet in its electric service territory. Experience lightning-fast symmetrical speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and all your connectivity needs. Enjoy the best in reliability backed by local customer service you can count on. Sign up or check availability today at fiber.clevelandutilities.com or call us at 423-472-4521.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
It's our annual September sell down at Honda Cleveland. And it starts with finance rates as low as 0.99% for 60 months on Ridgeline pickups and lease payments as low as $269 on Accord. Thinking about fall adventures? Honda Cleveland has the Honda to take you there. Paddle boards and kayaks look just right on our 26 Honda HR-V compact SUV. And at $279 a month, you can probably spring for some more camping gear. And speaking of camping, load up the dogs, the kids, and their buddies and take the road less traveled in our 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid for $379 a month. HR-V 39-month lease with $34.99 down. CR-V 36-month lease with $36.99 down. No security deposit plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 9/30/25. Or if you need service, parts, or tires, Honda Cleveland lets you pay over time with up to 3 months interest-free. Come on in. Honda Cleveland, your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Save now during the Drive into Fall event at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 225 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 2.9% for up to 72 months. Don't miss model year closeout savings on new Ram 1500s. $14,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR. The better way to buy and service. Visit crownchrysler-dodge-jeep.com.
What about the oodle?
From the job site to the showroom, Wholesale Supply has the top brands you trust at the prices that work for your bottom line. With over 30 locations across the Southeast and over 75 years of service, no one supports our contractors and communities like we do. Wholesale Supply, built to supply, trusted to deliver.
Men, when it comes to your health, don't cut corners. At Tennessee Valley Urology Center, they do men's health the right way. They believe in evidence-based treatments, honest conversations, and care that's tailored to you, not cookie-cutter solution. Call or visit tnvalleyurology.com to book your appointment today.
Cleveland Tire Center, locally owned and operated for over 45 years. Cleveland Tire, your one-stop auto care shop in Cleveland. North Lee Highway, where the name says it all.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated, and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezers stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Mustang football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. Once again, Andy Moore is here along with Jim Gum, filling in for Jacob tonight. Jim, appreciate you being on the call with me. And so far, this game has not disappointed. Everything we've expected to see from East Ham and that prolific offense that they have. 27 points on the board in the first half. Walker Valley 16. And we've seen both of these teams make some mistakes. Yep. But once again, before we dive into all that, this is the Southland Finance halftime show. Southland Finance is located on Peerless Road at 25th Street in Cleveland, and you can visit them online at southlandfinance.net.
I think we've realized one thing. The quarterback, Miller, when he's under pressure, he can make a play, but he can also make some mistakes. When you don't put pressure on him, he doesn't make mistakes. That's the thing. And he's more than capable of pulling it down and running. But when he does run, he still's got his head up looking for receivers until he reaches that line of scrimmage. Then he takes off and runs. So I'm very impressed with the quarterback as much as anybody on that team.
Another young man that I'm impressed with is Heathington.
Yes, number one.
And I'll say this, coming into this game, you know that Haywood he's a Mr. Football candidate. He's got 23, I believe 24 now touchdowns on the season. Yep. An unbelievable season up to this point for Haywood. Rightfully so, he's getting all that attention. But Heathington's shown he's got some speed, too. When he's got the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. This Walker Valley defense has got to step up a little bit more and take those other options away. I referred to it during the pregame show. Going back a couple years now, Tennessee running back Deshaun Bishop, when he was at Carnes, he got the ball so much in that game that Walker Valley played Carnes. Walker Valley took away every other weapon that Carnes had and made him carry the load, made him do everything to the point to where he got wore out at the end of the game, and they were able to make some plays on him. Right. That's something that coming into this game I thought you might be more likely, more able to do, but seeing these other weapons for East Hamilton, this is more than just a one-trick pony.
Yeah, obviously Wyatt Miller, the quarterback, and Jaden Haywood are the two keys to this team. But you do have a lot of other weapons. And I'm telling you, on that fourth down that they converted and they put that ball in the hands of Jaden Haywood, that was to me, that was the biggest play of the first half, because had Walker Valley been able to stop them, we're talking about a halftime score of only down by 6. So that was a huge play for sure.
So I'll say that, and Jim, you can help me. This is usually Jacob's expertise. He's got a photographic memory. But to come out of the gate, East Hamilton first drive, able to get on the scoreboard, came out just extremely explosive, caught the Mustang defense off guard with a wide-open receiver across the middle of the field.
Well, they were just running everything. They were throwing the kitchen sink at Walker Valley in that first quarter. Opening drive and everything. They were throwing it, they were running it, they were rolling the quarterback out, and they were doing everything that you're like, wow, I wasn't ready for this, wasn't ready for that. I was very impressed with that. You know, a lot of these teams come out and they script the drive of the game, and I think that's what they did. They had that first drive scripted almost perfectly.
It was a beautiful first drive.
And they went down the field. It was like a hot knife through butter. They went through it like crazy, but credit where credit's due. Walker Valley has made some decent plays on defense. Couple of picks, some good tackles here and there. So I think that they've made some decent adjustments. But I'm telling you, this is a very, very dangerous offense we're witnessing out here at East Hamilton.
Yeah, and the way East Hamilton's offense came out, you kind of, as a Mustang fan, you got a little worried for a second until you see Sawyer Boyd go for a house call on a kickoff return.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one other thing that we really haven't focused a lot on is that the offensive linemen and the defensive linemen for East Hamilton are stout. They're not big, but they're stout. I'm talking about they've got some girth to them, so they're not easy to push around. So they've done a good job. And, there really hasn't been that many holding calls on the line of scrimmage. The only time you're seeing a hold is when, like, Walker Valley's putting pressure on the quarterback at a blitz, and they're holding to keep him from getting hit. But other than that, the line of scrimmage is not doing, they're doing a fantastic job in my book.
And, of course, the big surprise, the big play of the first half that I would say in favor of the Mustangs outside of Sawyer Boyd's kickoff return, Sawyer Boyd's touchdown reception. We've seen him offensively and in the special teams game have a solid night so far. Was the safety that was really, you felt the momentum shift and unfortunately turned the ball back over on that very next drive.
Well, that was, you're right, exactly. That was unfortunate there, but that play where they blitzed, they put pressure on the quarterback, he drifted back into the end zone.
Nearly 20 yards.
He threw the ball, with no momentum. He couldn't get it to the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody in the area. To me, it was an obvious call. The officials took their time, which they're supposed to do, took their time, make sure they got the call right, and they called the safety like they should have. There was the one fumble that Cunningham had that personally, and I'd like to see the video to see, I thought his knee hit the ground before the ball came out. Now, there again, maybe replay would prove the ball was coming out when his knee hit. I only saw it live and from a good ways off, but I thought he was down before the ball came out.
And we don't have a monitor here in front of us to be able to see that, but I will say this. If you had a good view, not sure what the video coverage was like on that, if you saw what happened, text Jacob Mason, blow his phone up, let him know so he can relay it to us. I want Jacob to get about 50 text messages within about a 30-second period. So if you got Jacob's number, shoot him a text and let him know that we love him and we miss him.
Well, I'll promise you this, Andy. I'll promise you this. I'm going to watch the video replay when I get home, and I'm going to see if, in fact, he did fumble it before he went down or if his knee was down. There again, it was close either way. The officials made the call, and like you said, in high school football, there is no video replay. You just live with the call on the field. But, I think that Walker Valley has shown that they can play with East Hamilton. How important is that first drive of the second half?
It's very important being able to have the ball back and get on the board if you're the Mustangs. And before we talk about the second half, let's go ahead and go on over to our halftime stats provided by Cleveland Business Services for all of your tax, payroll, bookkeeping, and more. 423-86-TAXES. Be sure to hit up Cleveland Business Services. And a huge shout out to Mr. Rob Varner, who provides us with our stats each and every Friday night. And, of course, here at East Hamilton, he's keeping them rolling into us for both teams. East Hamilton and Walker Valley, a lot of stats, a lot happening in that first half. So for Walker Valley, Chase Stevens, 9 of 14 for 50 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the evening. As far as receiving, Roman Yulo has 4 receptions for 36 yards. Sawyer Boyd, 4 receptions for 7 yards, but he's got 2 touchdowns on the evening, 1 touchdown reception. That was the second score of the evening for him, his first being that kickoff return. Very electric kickoff return, taking it to the house for the Mustangs, getting them on the board for the first time in the game. Then we've got Joseph Arnett, 1 reception for 7 yards, and Kason Cunningham, 13 yards, a kind of quiet. He's been very resourceful in the run game, but a quiet 13 rushes for 74 yards in the first half.
Yeah, if you'd have asked me how many yards he had rushing, I'd have said about 45, 50 maybe. He's got 74 yards. I did not realize he'd been that successful.
So going over to East Hamilton, Miller, the quarterback, is 13 for 18 for 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So very explosive. And kind of just looking at that stat line for Miller, he's got big play capability, as we've seen tonight. but as you mentioned, a couple times a little careless trying to force the football.
You know, these guys with the big arms, they feel like they can make every throw regardless of the situation. And obviously he has a lot of confidence in his abilities, and rightly so. He's got a very, very strong arm. But every now and then you'll get guys like that. They think, I can still make this throw. I know I'm getting rushed, but I can make this throw. And he throws it up there. And listen, Walker Valley's got a great defensive team. And the good thing is they've had 2 opportunities to intercept the ball, and both times they were able to do that. So sometimes you guys on defense, they'll have an opportunity to intercept the ball, and they won't make that play. Both times Walker Valley made the play, got the interceptions to stop drives, and that's keeping Walker Valley in this game for sure.
And you speak of those interceptions, the first interception of the night, Michael Wood, big interception that tied him with Lane Miller for the most interceptions in Walker Valley football history. So congratulations to Michael Wood with that big interception. And then Tyler Goldman had that second takeaway for the Mustangs, who we've heard Coach Akins during his coaches shows and interviews talk about how Tyler Goldman has such a knack for drifting out of that linebacker position back into coverage and cutting off, getting underneath routes and getting those big interceptions. As far as stats go defensively for the Mustangs, Caleb Jackson, 5 tackles on the night. We've seen a couple hurry-ups by him from the linebacker position. Miles Hawk, 5 tackles, and Braylon Beard, 5 tackles. So a very balanced effort from the Mustang linebacking core.
I know it's risky at times, but I would like to see Walker Valley maybe blitz just a little bit more. But when you do that, you're putting your defensive backs on an island. We understand that. But to me, if you give the quarterback too much time to throw, he's going to pick you apart more often than not. Yes, I know he's thrown a couple picks, but this kid is the real deal. So you want to make him as uncomfortable as possible. The one thing, Andy, if you can get a quarterback to roll to the wrong side, in other words, make him roll to the left side.
To throw across his body.
That's the key. That obviously doesn't happen every time. You do what you can do. But I think it's important that they make him as uncomfortable as humanly possible here in the second half to give them any chance at all.
Yeah, once again, you are listening to the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance is located off Peerless Road at 25th Street in Cleveland. You can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. The score here at halftime, East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 16. And we're going to take about a 2-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have our middle school report, which, again, is sponsored by Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. Going to let you know what's been going on with the Ocoee Colts in their season as they wrapped up last night.
Yeah.
Big year for the Colts. All that and more when we come back right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Sharpen those pencils, pack those snacks, and don't forget that back-to-school smile.
Whoa, did you get braces?
Yep, I went to Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga. They let me pick these colors. It was so easy.
Lucky, I can't wait to get braces.
At Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, we're here to get those pearly whites picture day ready.
Cheese!
Call 423-541-5500 or visit pdoc.com to book your back-to-school appointment today.
Struggling to find the right nuts and bolts? Stop searching, because Cleveland Fasteners has what you need. Since 1992, we've been Cleveland's go-to source for hard-to-find fasteners, hydraulic hoses, and top-quality tools for maintenance and construction. No minimum orders, same-day delivery, and walk-ins are always welcome. And with our expert team, you get personalized service that big box stores just can't match. Find us on Starview Drive behind Bradley Rentals or call 423-472-5010. Cleveland Fasteners. If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Need a new shop, garage, or other unique space? Explore post-frame building kits from Best Buy Metals. Best Buy Metals kits utilize steel trusses for the ultimate in strength and durability. When you need it to last, call Best Buy Metals. Stop by or visit bestbuymetalroof.com for your custom structure.
Hi, this is James with Cleveland Business Services. We're here standing by ready to help any local small businesses with a variety of needs. And we can handle just about any tax situation you find yourself with, whether it be business, personal, or a combination of both. Our personal tax returns start at $39. We can help you get filed using our app. We can schedule you an in-office appointment, or you can simply drop off your tax documents and be filed within 48 hours or less. Reasonable rates and a dedicated staff are just a few reasons why Cleveland Business Services is a great choice. Give us a call today at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. Wholesale Supply Group is open to the public. Our good friends over there, shout out to those guys. This is the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance is located off Peerless Road at 25th Street in Cleveland, and you can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. With that, the score here at halftime, East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 16, and the first half has not disappointed. It has not been a slow, mild game by any means.
Oh, no, this game's lived up to its advanced billing. We thought we'd see a lot of fireworks, and we have. We've seen some fireworks on the defensive side of the ball, too. Like I said, 4 turnovers, 2 by each team, and that's kept the score down a little bit. But when the offenses are clicking, they're hard to keep out of the end zone. We're talking about both of these teams. Very impressed with East Hamilton and their quarterback. And, of course, we know about Walker Valley, the numbers they can put up. Listen, this game is anybody's right now. We know Walker Valley gets the ball to begin the second half, so I'm very much looking forward to see what they can do here in the second half.
Yeah, and once again, we've talked about Haywood, the weapon that they have on that offense at East Hamilton. He's had an outstanding night for the Hurricanes, as has Sawyer Boyd for the Mustangs, who's accounted for the 2 Walker Valley touchdowns in the first half. And then, of course, that big safety on the intentional grounding call.
Oh, that was huge.
Yeah, that was where those other 2 points accounted for in the first half for Walker Valley. So real quick, I want to go on over to our middle school report before we go to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. But the middle school report last night up at Walker Valley High School was the city-county championship. The Ocoee Colts taking on the Martez Barbers Cleveland Middle Blue Raiders, and Coach Weiss and the Colts were able to edge them out, and from what I heard was an absolutely thrilling game. Jacob Mason was on the call there on the PA for that game up at the MAC at Walker Valley High School, and I believe, and you guys feel free, holler at me, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I believe the final score was 28-20.
That's what we heard.
In favor of the Colts. That completes a perfect season for Ocoee Middle, going 8-0 for the second time within 5 years. Very impressive for Ocoee Middle.
Congratulations to Coach Weiss and all the players. That's a magical season. Listen, football, it is hard to go undefeated because there's so much, things that can happen that cause you to lose a football game, but good for them to go undefeated, 8-0. And listen, a great season for all the middle schools. They all have successful campaigns. So, you see that, Andy, and you feel like Walker Valley, Bradley, Cleveland, the future's bright for all these high school programs because all these teams at the middle school level are able to develop these players, get them ready for bigger and better things as they go on to high school.
And once again, that is your middle school report from the Center of Cosmetic Dentistry. We appreciate the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry for sponsoring all of our middle school reports throughout the football season. So once again, the Ocoee Colts 8-0. And I tell you what, we had the opportunity, Jim, to interview Coach Weiss and Coach Barber. Both of those guys, huge respect for each other. And knew that game was going to be a thrilling one. And glad that the Colts were able to cap off a perfect season.
City County champs.
Big deal, man. That's a big deal,
man.
And we talk about it, and we hear people say, like, man, some of the best sports memories are made in high school. Those young men are never going to forget that 8-0 eighth grade varsity football season.
Listen, Andy, there are some of those kids on these middle school rosters. They'll never play high school football.
You're exactly
right. This is the highest level they'll play competitive football. So this is a big deal for them. And we all know that there's attrition when it comes to, middle school, then to high school, then to college. You weed out the guys that they just can't get any better. And so it happens at the middle school level. And like a lot of those kids are going to play high school football, but not all of them. So the kids that don't, this is the best thing that will ever happen to them on a football field. So good congratulations to anyone that was associated with an 8-0 football team.
So we're a little over a minute away from the opening kickoff of the second half here from East Hamilton High School. The halftime score, East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 16. Real quick, we're going to go over to our Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Of course, Billy Haney Meat Company located off Old Charleston Road in Cleveland. Longtime supporters of our scoreboard. We appreciate everyone over at Billy Haney Meat Company Company. At halftime, Cleveland trails Bradley Central 14-3. Cleveland had the lead there for a while in that game, and then Bradley tacked on 2 touchdowns pretty quick. Wasn't able to see how that happened, but it just seemed like we went from a 3-0 score, and the next time we checked, it was 14-3.
Yeah, we kind of figured that this game was going to be like this. Listen, we all know it's been a rough year for Cleveland, but they're giving everything they've got in that game. So I'm happy to see that Cleveland has been competitive. And we didn't figure that Bradley was going to score at will. Bradley hasn't been able to score at will against anybody this year, so why would we expect anything different? This is a very methodical offense that Bradley has. They're not going to wow you, and they're going to run the football about 80% of the time. And Cleveland, if they know that, they can defend it pretty good. They had a good game plan. If you got Coach Brown, he knows what he's doing on the sideline. He knows he's undermanned, and he knows it, but he can scheme with the best of them. So I'm not surprised at that score.
Some other scores from around the area. Polk County leads Pigeon Forge 22-12 in the third quarter. And looking over at some region action from right here in this Mustang East Hamilton region. Of course, a game here at halftime, 27-16 East Hamilton. But McMinn County trailing Knox Central at halftime, 17-14. Ray County leads Lenoir City at halftime, 33-0. And then Ooltewah, as it updates on me here, Soddy Daisy leads Ooltewah 21-10. That game is roughly 4 minutes left in the third quarter against Soddy Daisy leading Ooltewah 21-10. So
I'm going to make a prediction, Andy. The 2 most improved teams in 2026 will be Ooltewah and Cleveland.
I think you're absolutely right. But once again, this has been the Southland Finance Halftime Show. Southland Finance, located off Peerless Road and 25th Street. You can visit them online at southlandfinance.net. We are just seconds away here from the opening kickoff. Live at East Hamilton High School, I'm Andy Morris along with Jim Gum. The Hurricane set. It's a low squib kick. It's going to be fielded and brought down by Cole Brown at the 30, but that was after it ticked off of one of the Mustang return men. So it was a little bit of a squib, but a little bit of an onside, a little hybrid there, trying to see if they could cause some chaos. And I like that look from East Hamilton coming out trying to be aggressive in the second half.
Yeah, smart play by Walker Valley by getting on that ball and dropping to your knees. If you're not used to running with football, get down. That was Cole Brown, by the way, who made that good play for Walker Valley.
Yeah, did a good job. Cole Brown, not the tallest guy on the football field, went up and got that one and brought it down. He's used to being the lead blocker there at the Y-back position in this Mustang offense.
He would have touched the bottom of the net with that leap.
That's right. So the Mustang set, they're starting this drive at their own 30-yard line.
Big drive right here.
Jet sweep, Sawyer Boyd. They fake it, and they actually hand it to Kason Cunningham, who's going to pick up, let's say, about 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, that's a good solo tackle right there by East Hamilton. Did not see the number of the tackler, but if he gets by him, he probably picks up the first down.
Jim, I don't know how much you've paid attention or picked up on this tonight, but the attention that Sawyer Boyd gets on those jet sweeps, it completely draws the attention of these opposing defenses.
Oh, yeah, and they're using him as a decoy sometimes, but every now and then they're going to give him the football. And when he's got the football in his hand, watch out.
So 2nd down and 6. Single receiver here to the low side, the near side from where we are, and they're going to go to him. That's Roman Yulo, as he didn't have really a clean break. We know Roman's been dealing with some ankle issues, and maybe that is a factor on that route. It was overthrown by quarterback Chase Stevens, but that did not look like a normal Roman Yulo route.
No, and that was everything just looked discombobulated on that one. So it brings up the 3rd down and now 6 to go. So big down right here, the opening drive of the second half. You'd like to see Walker Valley do something positive. Oh, there's
So there was a Bradley County Litter Grant penalty on East Hamilton. That's going to move the chain. So unsportsmanlike conduct call on the Hurricanes. That gives a fresh set of downs to the Mustangs, where they're going to start this drive at the 49-yard line.
I think there was something said that shouldn't have been said.
I think you're right. Once again, there's that jet sweep. Sawyer Boyd looking for the football, gets upfield.
He's open.
He's wide open. Sawyer Boyd at the 30, the 25, the 20. He's going to take this one to the house for a Wright Brothers Construction, Walker Valley, Sawyer Boyd touchdown.
Absolutely blown coverage right there by East Hamilton. Did not have anybody in.
Jim, what that does, we've seen this from Sawyer throughout the season. They send him on that jet sweep. They look for him in the flat flat, but he cuts underneath the route of the receiver that's in man-to-man coverage, and there's no one there to cover him. Safety doesn't come over the top.
I'm so glad that he made sure he caught the ball first, and he didn't take off with it till he had it clearly.
He made a good adjustment.
He had to turn around, make it like I guess 180 if you want to say it like that. But then when he was able to turn on the jets, he took it to the house, man. Big play right there. We said this was a huge drive, opening drive in the second half, and sure enough, they're right back in this football game.
So the extra point, sponsored by Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts. They are not going for the extra point. They're going for a 2-point conversion here.
Try to get
low package here with Roman Yulo now at quarterback. Haven't seen this in a little bit. Roman Yulo on the keeper gets behind his lead blockers, and it looks like he stood up close to the goal line, and he's going to get through. They're going to say,
oh, and he did not make it.
Oh, so they're going to say they stopped him. So this near official signals that he did not get across. So the Mustangs trying to cut that lead, but not able to on that 2-point conversion. So you've got yourself East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 22.
I think it was good. I think it was the right call to go for it.
You're within a score.
Yeah, I think it was the right call. They just didn't get it done. They blocked it pretty good, but East Hamilton was able to get just enough on the ball carrier to keep him about a couple inches short.
Going for 2 right there. Do you know what that tells me? Coach Aiken's faith in the kicker, Malik. He's a reliable kicker. When you go for 2, try to get within 3 there. You don't do that if you don't have a kicker that can eventually tie the game for you.
Absolutely. What do they call the analytics say go for 2 right there. So he went for 2, didn't make it. They're still only down by 7 points. So it's 27-22. Big drive, though. It's a huge drive to begin this second half. So right back in it. Now can the defense step up and slow down this explosive East Hamilton offense?
Yeah, Jim, that's probably my favorite call, my favorite saying in a football game. Big drive here, because you get to say it so many times throughout a game because it's relevant.
Well, when you're in a close game, a 1-score game,
absolutely.
Every drive, every play is so important. So I'm curious to see what this East Hamilton team does now. Now they're only up by 5.
Listen,
what is it, 5 points?
5 points. Jim's first call on Walker Valley football with me here on Oldies 99.1, and he's already on board because every once in a while Jacob and I will look at each other and say, hey, big drive here, just to make sure the other one knows it's a big drive. So
there's no question about that.
You can tell that the 3 of us spend a lot of time together over on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 for the drive every Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock. Definitely tune in and listen to us cut up. We get a little bit looser there on the drive and act a little, I'm going to use the word immature.
You're being kind.
I am.
We have a good time, though, man, for sure.
Walker Valley, a good kickoff down to about the 10, 11-yard line. Returned by East Hamilton across 20. The 25 stood up just shy of the 30. The ball's hitting the turf, and they're saying Walker Valley football here. Walker Valley's excited. No official call yet from the officials. They're talking about it. Let's see.
What are they going to say?
No call yet. They're talking about it.
I thought his momentum was
so they're going to say East Hamilton maintains possession of the football. So one thing that I like about that,
they got together and discussed it.
Exactly. And they're still honestly continuing to discuss it, but they're going to hold true to that call. You can hear the Mustang fans obviously not happy about the call, but I like the fact that the officials get together and say, hey, what did you see? And they get the call, you hope, correct.
What I saw, Andy, is that his forward momentum had been stopped, and they were pushing him back. At that point, the play's dead. So if he stripped it, then but the forward
especially if a whistle was blown.
Right, exactly. I didn't hear the whistle, but I'm assuming it was blown.
So 10:57 to go here in the third quarter. East Hamilton 27, Walker Valley 22. They hand it off to Haywood up the middle, and he gets about 4. Very hard running by the Mr. Football candidate, Jaden Haywood, senior running back. Unbelievable season for him up to this point. He entered this game with 23 touchdowns already.
Yeah, and he's a hoss now, and he's when he gets out in the open field, watch out.
Has he scored 2 tonight?
I know he scored 1.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if he scored the other one.
So 10:24 on the clock here in the third quarter. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all your orthopedic needs. Visit them online, voitech.com. Miller throws across the middle, complete, and a shoestring tackle there. That was, I believe, number 9 for the Mustangs. That was C.T. Gunter on the tackle.
I'll tell you, if he don't make that tackle, he gets another 10 yards.
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
some big yardage there. And we've seen East Hamilton not afraid to march the length of the field. You got to have this Mustang defense step up, and yet another big drive.
Yeah, and it's a huge drive for both teams, exactly.
Man in motion. It's handed off. That's number 1. He cuts upfield. He's going to have enough for a first down, East Hamilton. Again, number 1, that's Heathington. Yeah. Jermaine Heathington, the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, he's pretty impressive when he's got the ball in his hands. He's got some good wheels on him. Not a big guy, but he's tough. He's a tough little guy.
I really think there are so many similarities offensively between these two teams.
I do too.
Because obviously, you've got Haywood getting a lot of the attention, just like coming into this season, Roman Yulo getting most of the attention. Yeah. But then you have guys around you emerging, Sawyer Boyd, Luke Hayden. We're seeing that from East Hamilton's role players up the middle for another first down. Nearly broke that one. That's Haywood.
Yeah, that tackle by Tyler Goldman, a heck of a tackle right there, because he had a lot more yards if he don't make that tackle right there. But another big yardage play by East Hamilton.
But yeah, you're seeing that tonight with Heathington really emerging, stepping up in a big role for East Hamilton in their success in tonight's game. Clock down to 8:55. Ball snap, handed off. And it's back to Haywood again. You think they were listening to the broadcast when I said, why are you not giving the ball to Haywood?
Well, listen, he's best player on their team. They need to get the ball in his hands. But when you got a guy named Heatherton, number 1, he's a good option B, if you will. So no, he's doing a great job. I think the coaches are calling a good game for both teams. They're mixing it up. I mean, we're not sure what any play's going to be, so that's pretty good. They're not predictable, which is good. Jet sweep, come around in. That's Heathington again. He's tackled around the 30-yard line. That's going to be close. I think he may be just short of the first down right there, Andy.
Yeah, East Hamilton doing such a great job.
He's going to be about a yard short.
Great job moving the football. And when they're not getting first downs, man, they're really pushing those chains.
Yeah, so it's 3rd down and 1. Obviously, a 4-down territory right here. That jet sweep to Heathington. How many times have they run that play? At least 5 or 6 times.
And I'll say this, too, and we're starting to see this tight set here, twins here to the near side, but a bunch set in the backfield, and they go back to Haywood up the middle. He breaks some tackles, gets outside all the way inside the 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him down at about the 14. But a different look so far from East Hamilton as far as not spreading the field out and trying to throw downfield as much. They're relying on that run game, and it's working.
They're running very physical. He runs kind of angry at times, and that was an angry run right there. Very, very big burst, and he didn't hesitate at all. Broke a couple tackles right there.
He really does remind me a lot of Deshaun Bishop, just probably a little bit faster. Obviously, Deshaun Bishop
with him.
Getting it done for the Volunteers on Saturdays nowadays.
He's everything we heard, isn't he?
Ball handed off once again to Haywood between the tackles. He's only going to get probably about 3 yards on that one.
It seems like he never is tackled by one man. It takes a couple guys, and we got a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, it looks like that's Miles Hawk, who's a little shaken up on the play. He's going to jog off the field. That's good to see. And it looks like we've got Cole Brown checking in on defense here. Make sure I get that correct. That was actually number 41 of the Mustang, Cooper Godsey, checking in.
Yeah, Jaden Hayward looked like he had bent over for a little bit.
So ball handed off to Hayward once again. Tries to get to the edge, nowhere to go, forced out of bounds.
Probably just out of breath there. He's just trying to catch his breath. He had his hands on his knees. I was wondering if everything was all right with him.
He has been the workhorse on this drive for East Hamilton, as he should be.
As he should be. If you got someone like that, you get the ball in his hands. So it's 3rd and 4? 3rd and 4 right here. Obviously, again, 4-down territory. I'm very confident in that, unless they were to get sacked for a big loss. But there again, this is a huge play.
6:30 on the clock here in the third quarter. East Hamilton with a 27-22 lead. 3rd down and 4. They're at the Walker Valley 9-yard line. Ball handed off once again.
Nice play.
Haywood tackled in the backfield. That is a rarity.
He did lose a yard or two.
And he's
down.
As a matter of fact, not slow to get up, just remaining on the turf. Hate to see that for Haywood, such a tough young man. They are going to take a timeout. With that, we're going to take a timeout here from East Hamilton, where the Hurricanes currently lead the Mustangs 27-22 with 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. I hear daily about headaches, and when I ask for more information, most people believe it's related to stressful life. But most headaches can be traced back to the bite and even the teeth. An oral surgeon from Vanderbilt developed a medical device that alleviates inflammation in the TMJ and basically eliminates headaches. Give us a call. You shouldn't have to deal with headaches ever again. How much could you enjoy life if headaches were a thing of the past? 476-6541.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it really couldn't be easier. At Allstate, you can call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here in Cleveland, Allstate agent George Gray can help you protect everything from your home, car, boat, and motorcycle to your RV, ATV, and more. See George Gray, Allstate Insurance on Keith Street. Are you in good hands?
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. East Hamilton stopped on that third down. Haywood up on his feet, able to walk off the field. Glad to see that from that outstanding running back for the Hurricanes. East Hamilton electing to go for a field goal. It's low, but it looks like it's right through the middle, and it sure is. That field goal is good for East Hamilton, so they extend their lead to 30-22 over the Mustangs. And a wise call there from East Hamilton, knowing that they don't have their best player on the field.
That was a smart play. You got a good field goal kicker. He makes it. Now you're up by 8 points. So, that was a good play right there. And it looks like Hayward's going to be just fine. He just we think he got the air knocked out of him. So I think
rightfully so. They wore him out on that drive. They kept going to him. That's part of the reason they were down there inside the 10-yard line. And glad to see him able to walk off the field under his own power, kind of catching his breath. I think that might have been more of a let me just lay here for a second.
That was a different looking drive. That was more like, hey, we can be physical too. We can play old school football with you, just
like Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah, so and very effective too. Once again, the offensive line did a fantastic job on that drive for East Hamilton, leading to a field goal to bring them to a 30-22 lead here with 6:08 to go in the third quarter.
Dell's Heating and Air. Just call Dells.com.
Chick-fil-A located on Keith Street and Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today.
So the clock right at 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. East Hamilton again with that 30-22 lead over Walker Valley at the moment. They're set to kick off. We saw that very low onside squib-type kick, and they go right back to it. This time it's past Cole Brown, fielded by Sawyer Boyd, who hits a seam up the middle and is going to return that one. He's so electric when he has the ball in his hands. Gets that one across the 40-yard line. They're going to say to the 42-yard line.
That's a great play by him. He fielded it. And most of the guys are going to kind of juke around. He takes it and he just darts fast in a straight line. He doesn't make any jukes. He just goes as far, gets a lot of yardage.
Well, listen, he fielded that one like Jim Gum on the diamond back in the day, like a ground ball popped up and took off right up the seam.
Wait a minute. Jim Gum would have gone right through the wicket. E6.
So the Mustangs set here to start this drive at their own. They're going to say 43-yard line. They gave them extra yard there. They've been generous with the spots tonight.
They really have. I've seen that probably 3 or 4 times where I'm like, well,
we'll take it.
That. Yeah, for both teams, by the way.
That's right. So bunch set, Sawyer Boyd in motion. They fake the jet sweep. They look for him there, not there. They look downfield, nearly just thrown behind. That one intended for Yulo. If he's able, and Yulo a little slow to jog back there, if that one is thrown a little bit more in stride, you might be saying 6 points for number 6.
If he'd have thrown it the hair quicker, I think that would have been completed. I think he held on for just a smidge too long.
Yep.
And now we got an East Hamilton. He's cramping up.
Yeah, got to get that hammy stretched out. With that, we're going to take a 30-second break here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football. The score here from East Hamilton: Hurricanes 30, Mustangs 22.
Hey ladies, when you're balancing family, career, community, and more, it's hard to find time for your health. At Bradley Medical Center, we understand how busy life is. That's why we built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Whether it's for screening and prevention or more specific needs, you deserve a healthcare partner in an environment that feels comfortable and works around your schedule. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment. Do it for you. Do it for your loved ones.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. Once again, Andy Morris here along with Jim Gum filling in for Slim Money, Jacob Mason.
The maestro. I'm with. Is that your name?
It may be. It may be.
I thought about that today.
We'll throw that against the wall and see if it sticks.
See if it sticks, man.
So 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Walker Valley trailing East Hamilton 30-22. And real quick, got to let you know, Crown is your Jeep Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee off I-75 at exit 20. Visit crownchrysler.dodgejeep.com.
And, of course, Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here, jerseycollege.edu.
So now Walker Valley set second down and 10 as the East Hamilton player was able to get up and get that hamstring stretched out. See, you're like Sawyer Boyd filling the ground ball. I'm the guy on the ground holding his hammy. That's me, Jim.
Okay.
That's me.
I hear you.
So Walker Valley second down and 10 from their own 43. We've got Cole Brown at Y-back in the backfield. You've got Kason Cunningham at running back, but they're going deep. They've got Roman Yulo man-to-man as he's tangled up. Roman a little frustrated there as he got that inside arm tangled up. But listen, I like a little bump and run coverage. Got to respect definitely a big height advantage for Roman there. Got to respect that corner for going toe-to-toe with him.
Yeah, he did. He went toe-to-toe with ball was overthrown by maybe a yard and a half or so. But there was a good play all the way around defensively.
I do like seeing Coach Akins, Coach Pope trying to get Roman involved in this offense. A lot of the offensive success, though, tonight came from Sawyer Boyd, Case, and Cunningham, who Cunningham currently not on the field as the Mustangs are out in a 5-wide set. No running back, empty set there for Chase Stevens.
It's got to go to Boyd, correct?
Ball snapped, and they're looking for him right across the middle. It was there. He took a little too much time, delayed. You might get a holding call here. That's complete to Boyd for the first down,
probably.
But we've got some laundry back here on the field as that play took a little too long to develop.
Yep.
Got to imagine that they're trying to protect your quarterback, and we've got another East Hamilton player down on the field as well.
Yeah, I think he's cramping up too. Oh, maybe not. But, yeah, you're right. That is definitely a hold for sure. And you know, the bad thing, Sawyer was open way before. He just didn't see him.
Yeah, so one thing, Chase is usually so good. Quarterback Chase Stevens for the Mustangs, so good about getting through his progression. And that's a route that he looks at a lot. Initially, Sawyer open was not at that point of his progression yet. Mm-hmm. And then by that point, Sawyer had ran across the route to the other side of the field where there was some, I assume, I'd like to see the replay, but some zone coverage there, sitting there in that flat area.
And you can only ask your offensive line to block so long. At some point, a hold is going to take place, and that's exactly what happened. At
some point, someone's getting headlocked.
That's exactly right. So, listen, you can only ask your offensive line to block.
Our fish hook's legal.
Yeah, exactly. But so this is a big down right. Now it's third down and 20.
Yeah, if anything, you want to maybe just get a little bit of a chunk play here to give yourself some space to have the option to go for it on fourth down, or just a little safety net to let Aiden Burns come in and punt the football.
Yep.
So empty set once again for the Mustangs. Trips to the far side. Twins here to the near side. Case and Cunningham, Roman Yulo here on this near side.
Is this what an earthquake feels like, Andy?
It's what a hurricane feels like at East Hamilton, apparently. So they're going to say timeout, East Hamilton. Another wise timeout as they got the look that they wanted. Yeah. With that, we're going to take a quick timeout right here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Whirlpool Cleveland is currently hiring for entry-level production roles. Starting pay $18.25 per hour, jumps to $19.35 per hour after 90 days. Benefits start on day one, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, and more. 120 total hours of paid time off. 10 hours the first 3 months. Remaining balance after 90 days. Apply at jobs.whirlpool.com. Jobs.whirlpool.com.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. Going to jump over to a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. Currently over at Bear Stadium, Bradley leads Cleveland at the end of the third quarter by a score of 28-3. So the Bears have taken control of that game in that big Bradley-Cleveland rivalry. Have not got an update on that McCauley-Baylor score.
Nope.
So anyone out there that might know that score, feel free to shoot that our way, as we'd like to get that out to all the listeners.
And, of course, right here with 5:40 to go in the third quarter, Walker Valley with a third down and 22 trails 30-22.
So we actually do have an update. McCauley and Baylor are tied at 14 that game late in the second quarter. Chase Stevens feels pressure, steps up in the pocket, somehow gets out, and is hit as he throws.
I think that's a forward pass.
Yeah,
that's a forward pass.
Yeah, they're going to say incomplete pass.
That's a good call.
Under a lot of pressure there from East Hamilton. Got to give some credit to East Hamilton's defense there for chalking up the pressure.
And there was nobody open to throw the ball to. A great job by the defensive backfield, staying with their guys, not having no one open for him to throw it to. He had to hold on too long, and eventually they were able to get to him. They hit his arm right as he was trying to make a throw. But really and truly, they weren't going to make a first down because it was just going to be a short little pass.
Yeah. So we see Aiden Burns back out to punt for the Cleveland Utilities power punt with 5:29 to go in the third quarter. East Hamilton with a 30-22 lead. Don't expect any trickery here. Aiden Burns takes his time, feels a little bit of pressure. Very high punt. That one's going to bounce at the 40, at the 38.
Good roll.
Continue to roll back towards the 20, all the way to it looks like the 21, as we saw Eli Robinson there waving his hands, trying to get a little wind behind that one to roll to the 20. But East Hamilton will start this drive at their own 21. Can't ask any more from Aiden Burns on that punt.
Yeah, I'm still surprised they're not trying to put any pressure on him at all. But they're not, and they're letting him have the time to punt the football.
What that tells me is that East Hamilton is so comfortable with their offense on the field that they're not worried about trying to fight and take risks and give up coverage on a would-be punt return.
Yeah, this is such a big series for the Walker Valley defense. They've got to make sure that they make East Hamilton punt the ball back to him, or maybe get a turnover here, but they can't let him score another touchdown.
5:10 here in the third quarter. East Hamilton leading 30-22. Ball snapped. Handed off to Haywood. He's looking around. He's
reversing field.
Cuts back up and still able, really nowhere to go, and he makes somewhere to go.
He got 4 yards out of nothing. Yeah. There was no yardage there, and he made 4 yards out of it. So that to me, there's another Walker
starting
Valley.
To see the cramp monster sneak up on everybody here. Got a Mustang player down with a little bit of a hamstring cramp. That one out of the book of Andy Morris.
You know, a hamstring cramp's worse. The calf cramp hurts a lot, but man, when you get them in the hamstring, they're hard to get over those.
Yeah, that was number 41, Cooper Godsey. Listen, the worst cramp I've ever had, my senior year, was wrestling down at Hickson in a dual meet, and my calf cramped up, and it looked like I had a baseball behind my knee is how cramped up it was. Yeah, one of the worst feelings in the world.
They are. They're the worst, you know.
Might have been a little dehydrated for that weigh-in. That's all I'm saying.
Probably.
5:01 to go here in the third quarter. East Ham still with that 30-22 lead, as once again they've got the ball back at the 24-yard line, their own 24-yard line, that is. Ball snapped. Miller drops back. A little bit of pressure. Delivers an absolute dart.
Tackle.
And a very good tackle by Braylon Beard. But that what a pass. Definitely hit Jermaine Heathington right in the number, there on that number one.
That had first down and then some written all over it. What a great tackle right there. It brings up a 3rd and 4 right here.
Yeah, Braylon Beard, Walker Valley linebacker, such a reliable, huge asset to have on the field at any moment. Is able to make touchdown-saving tackles like that. Also will come up and make a big hit. Like to see one of those maybe here in just a second. They're going to go pass. First, a good catch again. That's going to be enough for a first down. East Hamilton. That one was completed once again to number 7. That was Grayson Maddox.
You know, he hadn't been involved in the play
since very
recently.
early.
Yeah, but that was a huge play right there. That ball was thrown a little bit more out in front than he wanted, but he made a good play catching it and going down.
So we're under the 4-minute mark go here in the third quarter. How much of a must-stop drive for Walker Valley do you feel like this is?
This is huge. I mean, if they go up Well, if they score a touchdown, that's really bad. But even just being up by 11, if they kick a field goal, that's bad enough.
So East Hamilton with split twin set, running back in the backfield, and they're going to blow this one dead. It looks like we might have had some illegal motion on this play. So that's a penalty. It looks like it's sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant, that it should be a benefit to the Mustangs, and sure enough it is. That's going to back up East Hamilton 5 yards.
Yeah, false start once again on the end down here. The wide receiver, he made just a slight little movement, and the official was right there, and they're going to call that every time. Just one of those pre-snap penalties that drive coaches crazy.
3:37 to go here in the third quarter. They're going to stick with that play, jet sweep. That's going to be Heathington, who can't get to the outside, and that looks like that was Braylon Beard and Tyler Goldman right there with C.T. Gunter over the top, ready to help out as well. That Mustang defense. Jim, one thing that you hear Jacob and I say week in and week out for several years now is how good the 11-hat pursuit is of this Mustang defense.
Yeah, they're very, very well coached. You can tell these kids have bought into the coaches, what they're telling them. Nice play right there to hold him to just 4 yards, because we've seen him break that off for 10, 15 yards tonight.
3:31. Second down and 11 for East Hamilton. Miller drops back, feels pressure, steps up into it, is going to roll to the far side, continues to look downfield, and he completes a pass. And we just helped him out. We shoved him to the end zone as he kept his feet. That's a touchdown, East Hamilton.
Yeah, they didn't wrap up. You're right. He pushed him and really just pushed him forward.
Gave him a speed boost. So not what you wanted to happen if you're a Walker Valley fan. As East Hamilton, once again, this explosive offense, and still plenty of time in this ball game. We've seen some shifts of momentum throughout the first half, but since we've came out of halftime, it's been pretty much all East Hamilton.
It has. It
with
really has.
3:17 to go till the fourth quarter. East Ham once again in that swinging gate extra point as they shift back over for the PAT.
Yeah, that was a tremendous play by the receiver on that, getting the ball and just explosive speed.
So prior to this extra point, the score's 36-22. Good snap, hold is down, kick is up. The extra point is good. So East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 22. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be right back here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Do you suffer from unsightly leg veins? Are your legs turning brown or swelling? Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps disturbing your sleep? These symptoms are signs of bad veins. Dr. James Gooden at Milligan Vein offers an office treatment that can make you look and feel better. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Find more information online at milliganvein.com or call Dr. Gooden today at 423-961-5682 and get rid of those bad veins.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tallahassee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old services made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
You'll save a heap of money with a smarter mortgage from TVFCU. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football. Supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. Andy Morris here along with Jim Gum, and we see another squib kick from East Hamilton back into the arms of Sawyer Boyd, who's going to try a different route, going to the outside this time, finds a lane, gets to the 45, across the 50, steps out just across the 50-yard line. You would think at some point when they try to go to that, they're going to try to kick away from Sawyer Boyd.
They'd be better off literally kicking it out of bounds. I mean, honestly. He's just a difference maker,
So
man.
a short field here for Walker Valley after Sawyer Boyd making a good return, solid return once again. They're going to spot this one at the 47-yard line of East Hamilton. That's where the Mustangs start this drive with 3:13.
This is a must drive for Walker Valley. They have to take it down and they have to put it in the end
So
zone.
they're going to have to the clock continued to run after that return.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, as we were talking, it was at 317 and continued to tick down to 310.
I wonder if anyone on the Walker Valley sidelines noticed that, because they should correct that. Anyway, still with little more than 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, down by 15 points. Walker Valley needs to put this ball in the end zone, and you don't go for 2 just yet. I would wait. I'd go ahead and if they kick score a touchdown, kick extra point, get within 8. You're still only down 1 score. Big, huge drive. This is not a big drive, Andy. This is a huge drive for Walker Valley right now.
No, you're absolutely right. And the Mustangs set to start this drive. 3:10 on the clock. They do not correct that clock. They let some time run off, and I wonder, there is a flag on the field.
Pre-snap.
I think they're going to say illegal formation. I didn't quite hear that announcement.
I didn't.
It's going to back the Mustangs up 5 yards, making it 1st and 15 to start this drive.
I'm looking for the white hat to see what he's going to signal. Oh, illegal substitution is what it was, Andy.
Gotcha.
Illegal substitution. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Miscommunication.
So that one intended for number
Boyd
1,
cut
Sawyer
upfield,
Boyd.
And then he thought he was going to go for a sideline route right
That's
there.
the second time we've seen that tonight between the two of them, and that's a rarity.
And he was open, either one. He was going to be open either with just a miscommunication by the quarterback and Sawyer. Sawyer broke it upfield. He was wide open. Had he gone towards the sideline, he was still going to be – there was nobody covering him either way. So a huge miss right there for Walker Valley.
Once again, 3:03 on the clock now. Score 37-22 in favor of East Hamilton. If you're just now joining us, the Mustangs are on the road here in Ooltewah at East Hamilton High School. 37-22 Hurricanes at the moment. Walker Valley with the football, 2nd down and 15 from their own 47. Handed off, Cason Cunningham up the middle. He's got a chunk yardage play here all the way down to the 41-yard line of East Hamilton.
Yeah, that was a big run right there. He ran with some aggression. I love that.
So that's going to turn
3rd and 4.
Yeah, a very long yardage 2nd down into a very manageable 3rd and 4. Thanks to Cason Cunningham, they're going to go back to the well, giving him the ball. He doesn't get wrapped up. He's got enough for the 1st down. He's going to break inside all the way down to the 25-yard line. Makes a move there. Had some good downfield blocking once again by Luke Hayden.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 26. Tremendous run by him. He should have been tackled for a loss.
Yes.
And he broke that initial
He's
tackle.
so good about breaking that first tackle. Once again, a Bradley Concrete Lamcon ready mix 1st down. Cason Cunningham, 2:20 on the clock. Chase Stevens showed a little bit of that hurry-up offense, but now steps out and looks over to Coach Aikens on the sideline for the play call. Single running back behind him. Boyd in motion, fake jet sweep. Looking for Boyd again as he's wrapped up. And
good play,
dangerous
good play.
Lateral there to Cunningham, but that turns into big yardage from Cason Cunningham on what should have been
a sack
with Stevens being brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Makes a very dangerous but very smart play.
They got away with it right there, Andy. That could have been disastrous.
Cason Cunningham, no one near him, able to turn that into about a 4-yard gain for Walker Valley.
Unbelievable play right there.
Clock down to 1:34. Walker Valley not going away yet.
No. Like I said,
score
this
37-22.
A must touchdown drive for the Mustangs.
So we've got Ulo in that load set, looking for a block, tries to get to the edge.
Stiff arm.
Ulo not quite able to get the edge, but continues to fight and might get a couple out of this.
He almost got a 1st down out of that.
So what should have been probably a stop at the line of scrimmage, Ulo continues to battle down that sideline. It just depends where they say he stepped out at.
He's like a yard short.
So that's going to be
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
I can't believe he made any yards on that play.
Yeah, really, East Hamilton did a great job stretching him to the edge like you're supposed to do. Clock continues to roll.
And it's like there were 3 or 4 guys there. That's the thing.
43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and 1. Ulo still at quarterback. fakes a handoff. It's a keeper. He gets between the tackles, has enough for the Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix. First down, Mustangs.
So it's not first and goal. They're going to spot that around the 12, maybe the 13. Okay, they're going to spot it at the 14-yard line. First and 10.
So that clock continuing to roll at 23. Having some odd stuff going on with this clock
weird.
here. 17, 15. It's jumping from. Something's going on with the clock. They need to get that under control. Cunningham on the carry. He's going to be inside the 10, and they're going to throw a flag. Cunningham, and he's another flag coming in late.
There might be a personal foul right there.
Could be offsetting penalties.
But you're right. Look, the scoreboard just keeps on clock. There's something wrong with it, man. I mean, I just looked up. It was 5, and now it's down to 1.2. So we got definitely clock issues right now, and I think we're going to have offsetting penalties here. There's definitely a hold on Walker Valley, and I think there's a personal foul on East Hamilton. We got a hold against Walker Valley, personal foul against East Hamilton.
So offsetting penalties. So Mustangs not happy with that. You can hear their fans across the way there. But that's going to be first and 10 still.
Yep. And they'll probably wind the clock, and that will be the last play of the third quarter.
So the clock's showing right now 1.2 seconds to go, but we're not sure. It was jumping.
I'm questioning that clock right now. It looks like it's just a smidge messed up.
Yeah. 37-22 with the East Hamilton lead at the moment. Okay. And the clock does hit the end of the third quarter with that. East Hamilton 37 to Walker Valley 22. We'll be right back for the fourth quarter here on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1.
Leisure Time Bowling is Cleveland's party place. Birthday parties for children, teenagers, and adults. Birthday parties at home take a lot of work, a lot of decorating, cooking, cleaning. Let Leisure Time Bowling do the work for you. Custom party packages are available, including some with Cosmic Bowling. Call 728-2988, 728-2988, ltbowling.com.
So what's the best way to pick a local law firm? Google 5-star reviews, of course. There are some local law firms with a few. There are some, though, that have a few more. Yeah. But if you want the local law firm with the most 5-star reviews, well, that would be Warren & Griffin by a long shot.
I'm Seymour. I'm John Moore. We have more 5-star reviews than any law firm in this area.
Call us at 265-HURT. We are your local law firm.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, your exclusive home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They're open to the public. Once again, I'm Andy Morris along with Jim Gum.
And we're happy to be sponsored by Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care for all of your orthopedic needs. That's Voitech.com. Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dale's.com. And Chick-fil-A, located on Keith Street and Paul Huff. Download that Chick-fil-A app today.
So we're at the start of the fourth quarter. Walker Valley with the football and driving. They've got it on the East Hamilton 14-yard line. First and 10. Again, the score, East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 22. So we've got bunch set here.
Down.
Ball handed off, Cason Cunningham between the tackles. He's got enough for a Walker Valley Wright Brothers Construction touchdown. Number 8, Cason Cunningham.
Back in this game, in my opinion, you kick the extra point to get within 8, one-score game. I think that's what they're going to do. Some of the analytics, Andy, would say do the 2-point conversion now. I personally don't like that. I think you get within one score now. That way, you know all you have to do is score a touchdown, then get the 2 to tie it up.
Well, I'll tell you who you shouldn't ask, and that's Kirby Smart of the Georgia Bulldogs.
He kicks it, and it is good. So,
yeah, once again, that extra point sponsored by Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts. Give them a call at 423-716-3762. Once again, that's Independent Insulation Services, the extra point sponsor there with Walker Valley cutting into this lead. East Hamilton 37, Mustangs 29. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Welcome back to Oldies 99.1, your home of Walker Valley football, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group. They are open to the public. If you head over there, give our buddy Josh Rogers a shout. Say hey to him and check out everything Wholesale has to offer. Again, open to the public. Andy Morris here along with Jim Gum. Walker Valley has cut into this East Hamilton lead. Hurricanes 37, Mustangs 29 with 11:54 to go in this game. And Jim, I agree with what you were saying there. Get the extra point, cut the lead, and then you can make that call when you're able to get into the end zone.
Because right now it's one-score game.
Yes.
If you go for two there and you don't get it, now you know you're down 2 scores. So that's why I like doing the 1 point then, doing the 2 point later on. Hey, this game is turning out exactly like we thought, Andy.
You are absolutely right. Kickoff inside the 10-yard line. The East Hamilton returned across the 20 to the 25 to the 30, finds a lane, nearly tripped up, and then finally forced out of bounds.
That's a 45.
After crossing the 50-yard line. And they're going to mark that one. You're spot on, Jim, right at the 45-yard line.
Man, what a burst of speed he had.
Did you get a number on that return, man?
I did not.
Call the police, because I tell you what.
I'm telling you, he's going so fast, it's nothing but a blur.
Did you get his plates?
Oh, my gosh.
And listen, as far as Walker Valley, East Hamilton special teams across the night, we've seen a lot of returns across the 50-yard line.
There's so much speed on both of these teams. Boy, what a run Cunningham had to get that touchdown. No, man, I'm so impressed with that kid.
A lot of games going final across the area. McMinn Central falls to Kingston 27-16. Again, a Billy Haney Meat Company scoreboard update. So East Hamilton quarterback Miller getting set here. Running back to his left, that's Haywood. He's going to elect to pass the slant route across the middle. That's complete. They're going to say he's very close, about a yard shy of that first down marker.
Do you notice that Walker Valley's defense, they're about a yard and a half off the line of scrimmage because when they jump, they're not in the neutral zone.
Smart.
And that prevents them from getting a lot of penalties. I think it's very smart.
Crown, your Jeep and Ram headquarters in Southeast Tennessee off I-75 at exit 20. Visit crownchrysler.dodgejeep.com. Also, we've got Jersey College School of Nursing. Your nursing career starts here, jerseycollege.edu.
Second one, there's a pre-snap penalty. That'll push them back another 5 yards.
So the penalties helping the Mustangs here in what was a 2nd down and 1, now going to be 2nd down and 6 for East Hamilton as they fall start, sponsored by the Bradley County Litter Grant.
Yeah, how many pre-snap penalties have they had tonight?
Quite a bit.
I'd say at least 6 or 7. And that's really, it's helped Walker Valley for sure.
Currently the score, East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 29 with 11 minutes to go in this ball game. And you can imagine that Coach Henderson, defensive coordinator for the Mustangs, telling that defense, we need a big stop here or we need to take the football away.
2nd down and 6.
Ball's handed off up the middle. That's Haywood. He's brought down right back to where they originally had it on the last play, about a yard shy. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for East Hamilton.
Once again, he just falls forward each and every time, Andy. He's just so tough to bring down.
Yeah, such an athlete, absolute workhorse of this offense. And one reason he has so much success, you got to give Miller a lot of credit. You got to give Heathington a lot of credit. You've got guys around you.
Speaking of Heathington.
And here he is on the sweep. Can't get to the edge. Michael Wood goes after the football.
He's opted for no gain. This could bring up 4th and 1 right here.
There were 8 Mustangs around the ball carrier there, Heathington. And one thing that I like, Michael Wood sensed that. He knew that. He went for the football. He was going for the strip.
Yeah, and they were in the backfield right there. And listen, Heathington's fortunate just to get to the line of scrimmage there, but that brings up 4th down and 1. Obviously, we expect a hard count right here.
I would imagine you're going Haywood between the tackles here.
Absolutely. If you don't, you need your head examined.
So 9:30 37-36. Continuing to roll here in the fourth quarter.
You give it to your workhorse, and we know who that is. That's number 11.
East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 29, needing a big stop here. Fourth
Hard
and one.
snap, nobody jumped.
No one bites from the Mustangs. Braylon Beard getting the signal in for his defense, ready to step up and try to make a play here. And Haywood is going to have an extra yard there for that first down. So a fresh set of downs for the Hurricanes as they're now inside the 35-yard line.
He runs with a lot of power. You know, we know about his speed and his agility, but he runs with a lot of power, and I love that in the back.
Final score, Polk County 28, Pigeon Forge 12. So the Wildcats getting a big win over Pigeon Forge.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line.
So ball snapped, high snap, handed off between the tackles. And this is, I believe, number 8, who bounces off a couple Mustang would-be tacklers.
And no, that was Hayward.
Oh, was that? Okay.
Yeah, so number 11.
So that was Haywood, number 11. That just goes to show you those green numbers. I saw the
Andy. I told you when I first saw them, I said green with white. They should be white with green. I don't understand, but hey, listen, I'm an old man, so what can I say?
Apparently, I am too. So 8:24 to go in the ball game. East Hamilton putting together another nice drive as they're inside the Walker Valley 20-yard line. Ball spotted at the Mustang 19. As that clock continues to roll, that becomes a factor in this game as well, with Walker Valley trailing by 8.
Yeah, because right now they're on the verge of field goal range.
Miller gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's brought down. The flag comes in. I think it's going to be a holding call.
I would decline it if that's the call.
That was number 42 for the Mustangs. Great job there by Jonathan West, the senior D lineman, to get back there and cause some chaos. Nowhere to go with the football for Miller because West was all over him.
So do you take the 10-yard holding penalty or the 4-yard sack? That's the question. I think they could probably accept the penalty.
Yeah, it looks like
I don't know if I wouldn't have taken the play because it was a loss of 4.
Yeah, so they are going to accept that penalty, making it 1st and 20 now. Ball spotted.
Once again, I
think behind the 30-yard line of the Mustangs.
Once again, I think putting pressure on the quarterback is the way to go at this point.
7:54 on the game clock. Again, going to keep letting you know East Hamilton with that 8-point lead, threatening to score, but backed up after that penalty. 1st and 20. Miller drops back, feels pressure, has to step up. Feels more pressure. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to pick up a little bit before fighting through some would-be tacklers, and he's still moving forward. Look, kind of premature on the whistles there, I think, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So he picks up 11 on the play on that scramble. Very impressive by quarterback Wyatt Miller when he was just avoiding a barrage of would-be tacklers.
He was an inch away from getting sacked. He broke through that and then gains, like you said, 11 yards. Just a great play on his part.
Clock at 7:15. Scores 37-29 East Hamilton.
The clock is becoming a factor now, Andy, because we're almost under 7 minutes.
So East Hamilton taking their time, knowing that, letting that play or that game clock run down. 6:55. Haywood to the right of Miller, the quarterback for East Hamilton. They're going to run a little bit of a power option. Miller on the keeper.
Took a hit, though.
Sure does. Takes a hit, but not until he picks up about 3.
And he stays in bounds. The clock continues to roll. So it's going to be, under 6 minutes by the time this next snap is made.
So East Hamilton now with the football, 3rd and 8 on the Walker Valley 18-yard line. And with the clock continuing to be eaten up by this East Hamilton offense, this is a must-stop situation for Walker Valley.
And obviously their field goal kickers definitely in field goal range at this point. So I don't think they'll do anything too risky, but I do think they're going to be aggressive and try to make the first down. Reverse,
so hand it off, reverse.
And he's going to get it.
And that's Heathington, I believe, on the carry. That's number.
I don't know.
Slung out of bounds. That was number 1. That was Jermaine Heathington, and it looks like he was going to be short of that first down by about a yard.
He tippy-toed there at the end. If he'd have kept on going, he would have made that first down. But he made a cut that he didn't need to make.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 1. And it looks like they're bringing in the big boys for East Hamilton, but they're going to keep that offense on the field.
If you're East Hamilton, do you kick it to go up by,
Well, considering
11?
that we saw an extra point missed early in this game by
true.
East Hamilton, I'm probably having a lot of faith in that guy that's probably going to win Mr. Football.
This is an opportunity for Walker Valley's defense to step it up, get the stop here, and take over the ball. Huge play. Biggest play of the game right here.
4th and 1. East Hamilton ball snapped, handed off up the middle. Nowhere to
They
go.
got him.
Nowhere to go.
He did
Mustangs
not make it.
made the stop.
He did not make it.
He is short by a yard. So Walker Valley with a huge 4th down stop with 5:53 to go in this ball game. The score, East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 29. Only issue is Walker Valley's got to take over. They've got to go nearly the length of the field.
Well, you know what? But you know what? So you're saying there's a chance.
That's right.
And they've got a chance. Biggest play of the night right there by that defense.
No doubt. Stepping up big in the trenches. That Walker Valley defensive line, that linebacking core led by Braylon Beard and Tyler Goldman doing their job and getting the ball back to their offense.
So we got 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go. They've got all 3 of their timeouts left. So the clock is not an issue at this point. It's just getting first downs and getting that ball downfield.
Man in motion, that's Boyd. Stevens drops back, sees Boyd. He's wide open. He's caught it at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, and he's going to be brought down across the 40-yard line. What a weapon Sawyer Boyd is.
The ball was just slightly underthrown.
A safe throw, though.
A safe throw, yeah. So you'd rather slightly underthrow it than slightly overthrow it. He made a great play, though.
Once again, that's a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down. Walker Valley right there from Stevens to Boyd. We've seen a lot of that this season. Clock at 5:45.
Spotted at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Stevens making a change at the line. Imagine this one's going to Cunningham here. Sure enough, it is. Cunningham between the tackles, bounces it outside. He's going to pick up 5, 6, 7.
Look at that.
He's got enough for the first down and continues to fight all the way to the East Hamilton 40-yard line. What an effort by, listen, I gave him some credit. I said 160 pounds. Yep. He's probably about $145.
Oh, yeah, you're being very, very kind when you do that.
Continues to fight through those tackles.
Here's my thing right now, Andy. You want to score, but don't score too fast because you don't want to give East Hamilton too much time on the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, clock 5:22. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the East Hamilton 41-yard line as the Mustangs have crossed midfield. Taking their time. They heard you, Jim. Coach Akins, Coach Pope, taking their time getting this play call in, getting everything set offensively. They go. Fake handoff to Cunningham. They throw dangerous throw across the middle intended for Roman Yulo. Not one you want to force right there.
No. Yeah, Haywood, if he picks that off, he's probably good pick 6.
And of all people,
yeah,
Haywood's the guy back there. You're very lucky that ball wasn't intercepted.
If he intercepts it, Andy, it's pick 6.
Probably ball game.
I think he tried to take off before he caught the ball right there. Yeah, that was Walker Valley is extremely fortunate right there.
Haywood did the Mustangs a favor right there, not taking that one away. So Stevens taking his time once again. Clock stopped at 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter with East Hamilton leading 37-29.
Plenty of time on the play clock. Looking over the sideline, getting the signals, trying to figure out what they're going to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't give it to Cunningham right here.
You've had success, but you're starting to see East Hamilton stack some guys in the box as well. They go fake jet sweep, fake handoff to Cunningham. Looking downfield, you've got to go over here, but Stevens is going to keep it and get a big chunk, and he's hit out of bounds.
That's a late hit. That's a late hit out of bounds. He was clearly in the white.
So they not only that, but so this is where, and from where our vantage point is here on the home side, you saw the late hit out of bounds, but is it an effort to pull up? Because Chase never left his feet, stayed on his feet. That's a judgment call by the official there.
It's very, very difficult because you're asking these guys to stop and run as hard as they can. At the end of the day, if they're hit out of bounds by a good yard, they're going to throw it every time. And it didn't hurt the fact that it was on the Walker Valley sidelines and the coaches are
freaking
going nuts
out,
over. Yeah,
Let
they're
them
going
hear-
freaking.
let
So
them hear.
listen, it does influence.
What a
officials.
penalty, because now you're going from the 30. They're going to march all the way down. They're actually going to spot this one inside the 20, so we're inside the Kia Cleveland drive zone for the Mustangs with 4:52 to go. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied now. 4:52 to go in this ball game.
Man, what this game has lived up to the billing we thought we'd see.
Not quite as high scoring as I thought it was going to be.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's not over yet. Fake handoff Cunningham. They go deep. This one batted down.
Good no call there. Good no call. Everyone was going for the ball. There was no interference. So,
yeah, that one intended. And one thing I've noticed, they keep trying to go to Eulo. They keep trying to make that happen.
Do you think they're overdoing it? Do you think they're forcing a little bit?
Listen, I'm a huge Roman Eulo fan, but I feel like watching him, he's not at 100%.
No, he's not.
And so I think if there's someone that you're really trying to go to tonight, now next week maybe it's Roman, but tonight I think Sawyer Boyd's the guy doing the damage with the ball.
Him and Cunningham are the two dangerous weapons right now.
Not to say Roman's is outside of his capability to go up and make a play here in the end zone on a football.
Absolutely. He's a big kid. We know he's capable.
So jet sweep, thrown to Boyd. He's got to make a guy miss. He does. He continues to fight, holds on to that football. He is inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9-yard line, as Jim said.
Very, very close to first down. It depends on the mark. I think they're going to mark him just short. Bring up third down and about 1.
Clock down to 4 minutes and 25 seconds. For those of you that are listening on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1 with us, we appreciate you tuning in. Those of you on mixedtv.tv watching along with us as we make the radio call here. Andy Morris along with Jim Gum. It's third down and 1, so they're going to say he was a yard shy of that first down marker.
Obvious 4-down territory right here.
So here you've got Roman Eulo in the load set. Ball snapped. It's Eulo taking his time. He finds a crease, has enough for the first down inside the 5-yard line.
All right, brings up first and goal. Clock under 4 minutes now.
So this is where, if you're Coach Akins, you're probably telling your guys, we're making a push, but let's try to let that clock, let this play clock bleed out. You're at 3:40.
Yeah, you can only bleed so much.
3:45.
We know that they're going to, if they score touchdown and get 2-point conversion, we know there's going to be plenty of time though for East Hamilton. There's just too much time left on the clock still.
Again, still in that load set. It's Eulo following his blockers.
He's got it.
He hops into the end zone. Roman Eulo says, I'm going to have an impact right here.
Okay, now we've got the 2-point conversion.
That's a Wright Brothers Construction touchdown, Roman Eulo.
In my opinion, Andy, you run this football in for 2, either with Cunningham or Eulo.
Yeah.
One of those two guys. That's what I would do.
Well, seeing the success you just had on those last 2 plays in that load set package that Coach Akins and this offense really became known for, I can't imagine you going anywhere but that, and it looks like that is what they're going to do, as Eulo is the one taking the play call on the field. So this to tie the game up for the Mustangs.
And he's Hamilton. They're going to key on him. You know that.
So you might even
I would call a timeout. Yeah, there's going to be a timeout. It's East Hamilton calling the timeout.
Yeah, East Hamilton, the ones on the timeout. We're going to stay with you here.
Now, here's the good thing. Walker Valley's still got all 3 of their timeouts. Okay, that's huge. Don't let that get away from you. East Hamilton's only down to 1. So this is huge, man.
Yeah, talking about currently the score, getting set for this 2-point conversion. The score, East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 35, trying to tie this game up with a 2-point conversion. And this is something that I expect to see as soon as we come out of this timeout. You're going to go hard count and see if you can get any biters to cut it to 2 yards here.
Yeah, get another yard closer to the end zone. This is a huge play. It's a big call, and it's up to the kids to, make a play. Someone's got to make a play for Walker Valley right here, whoever that's going to be.
So the whistles are blowing coming out of this timeout. Once again, our timeout sponsored by Milligan Vane. Might need to head over there after all my cramps and everything I've had, Jim. Let them check out the veins in my legs.
All right.
So here come the Mustangs in that load set. Roman Eulo set to take the direct snap at quarterback.
Let's see if they put him in motion here.
You've got Sawyer Boyd out wide. Cole Brown in at Y back set to lead block. Romanulo making a change at the line. Romanulo cuts outside. He's in. 2-point conversion is good.
We are tied.
You've got yourself a tie ball game here at East Hamilton. Unbelievable the ups and downs of this game for the Mustangs. And we're sitting here with 3:29 to go with a 37-all tie ball game.
That fourth down stop down here, by far the biggest play of the game. They stop East Hamilton. If they get that first down, they've probably taken in the end zone. And the game's probably over at that point.
So this is where I'm looking at. You've got to feel, if you're East Hamilton, you've led this whole game, there's got to be a sense of urgency now with 3:29, and your success in the second half has came on the ground. Do you venture outside of that and start trying to throw the ball downfield, feeling like you got to go score?
Well, I'll tell you right now, if I'm East Hamilton, I'm putting the ball in 11's hands as many times as I can. He's the one guy that is a difference maker. He's the most talented football player on this field for either team. I get that ball into his hands many, many times on this drive.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong giving the ball to Haywood.
No, he's the guy. I'm gonna live and die with this guy.
So getting set for this kickoff.
With 3:29 to go, the score is 37-37 here at East Hamilton. Best game of the night here in high school football.
So high kick fielded at the 20. Good coverage by the Mustangs. They trip him up. They're going to bring him down.
Nice play.
They're going to bring him down behind the 25-yard line, and that Mustang visiting section and sideline just erupts. So East Hamilton now has their backs against the wall in a tie ball game that they've led the entire time, feeling that pressure, knowing that they need to go 80 yards down the field.
Number 6 versus number 7 has lived up to the advanced billing, no question. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line, 3:23 to go.
Ball snapped. It's a high snap. Barely gets a hold on it. And they throw across the middle.
That was a penalty.
Premature snap there, I believe.
Yep. That's going to be a 5-yard. So, I think that was a false start, but I think the center moved the football.
Yep.
And I think that's on the center right there.
So Walker Valley showing some enthusiasm there. There is a player down with a cramp. I've seen lots of cramps tonight. Kind of odd in this cooler weather.
Yeah, you would think it would not be happening tonight, but listen. And once you start cramping, man, they're hard to get out. Hard to get them out.
Tell you what, Jacob Mason's missing a good one.
Oh, my goodness.
Jim Gum along with me. I'm Andy Morris on the call tonight.
I'm so glad that I got to come watch this thing tonight, man. This is a heck of a football game.
I am, too. We got to enjoy some Papa John's pizza provided for our board ops. We snuck in there before we headed out to get down here today and ate a few pieces.
We might have actually stole the entire pizza. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I was being nice. Jim snuck out with a box, okay?
Hey, there was a slice missing. Man, what a game. What a football game. And listen, and the momentum has gone back and forth in this game. It's been with East Hamilton for about 3/4 of this game, but right now, Walker Valley has the momentum. Now, your momentum is only good for a player here or there.
So we want to go ahead and welcome our listeners on Mix 104.1. Glad to be plugged in over on Mix 104.1 after that Bradley and Cleveland game has gone final. Bears able to hold on and win that one after starting off down 3-0. But again, we've got a tie ball game here at East Hamilton, 37-37 with 3:20 to go in the ball game. And once again, we appreciate all of you listening on Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, as well as joining in on MixTV.tv with the video coverage, along with our radio audio. And now on Mix 104.1 as well.
Absolutely. So it's first down and 15, a ball spotted at the 20.
First and 15, East Hamilton, no back set. Haywood's out wide, ball snap. Miller drops back, feels pressure. Gets knocked around, nowhere to go.
He got out of this. How did
the pressure
he get away?
And dumps it off to a wide open receiver, slightly overthrown. Just a very chaotic play.
How did he not get sacked on that? Andy, I'm telling you, that kid, he's like a magician out there.
Yeah, senior quarterback number 4, Wyatt Miller. I lost track of him in the chaos where he was able to spin out of that.
There were 3 different defenders that had him in the grasp, and they just could not grab him down or put him down. He got away, and I actually missed a guy wide open.
One thing, if I'm secondary coach J.D. Dunbar, I'm telling my secondary, don't bail too early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not bail too early. Maintain your coverage. Very dangerous play. Ball snapped. 2nd down and 15.
Another penalty.
Premature whistle.
Yeah, I think it's
going to be against
start.
East Hamilton.
That'll make it 2nd and 20. Andy, things are sort of unraveling right here for East Hamilton.
So now, if you're coaching East Hamilton, you've got to protect the football. You've got your back up against your own end zone here. And this Walker Valley, all the energy, all the momentum has shifted to Walker Valley.
Well, we saw right at the end of the first half when it was, their ball was at the 24-yard line. We thought they would try to get half of it and kick field goal. Well, they threw it in the end zone. So we know they're capable of a big play at any point on the field.
So 2nd down and 20 yards. Ball now inside the 15-yard line. Miller takes the snap, drops back, feeling pressure once again.
There's a hold right there.
An incomplete pass. And we've seen it several times. There's been a few holds and no flags being thrown. They're letting them play, though.
But they put the pressure on the quarterback. So there again, he was not able to set his feet and make an accurate throw. So that's why the throw was a little behind the receiver and incomplete. So this brings up a 3rd down and 20.
3:04 to go in this ball game. It's a tie ball game, 37 apiece.
You cannot, if you're Walker Valley, you cannot make a bad play. You can't make a dumb play is what I'm trying to say. No penalties. Just play smart football and get them off the field, make them punt the ball.
So now we've got a running back in the backfield beside Miller. That's Haywood.
Looks like they're going to rush 3 guys, Andy.
The Mr. Football candidate, Haywood, has not had the football in his hand. They sneak him out of the backfield. He's in coverage with a linebacker. We've got a safety over the top. We've got pressure thrown across the middle.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. In coverage, Braylon Beard and Miles Hawk.
There.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 20 with 2:55 to go in this ball game. Again, tied up at 37 apiece.
Yeah, it was Grayson Maddox. It was there. He absolutely flat out dropped the football. So now it's 4th down and 20. Walker Valley should get the ball in good field position. 2:55 and all 3 of your timeouts.
So the punter for East Hamilton has his feet on the goal line. Yep. How many are you sending a bunch? Are you trying to block the punt here?
No, I'm playing safe right
zone here.
Safe. I'm playing safe right here.
Got Sawyer Boyd back to return.
You run into the punter
along with Kason Cunningham.
Yeah, you don't want to give him an automatic first down by running in or roughing the punter.
High snap.
Bad
short punt. That's going to give
punt.
Walker Valley great field position. Mustangs need to get away from that one as it barely crosses the 30-yard line.
It is at the 33. Andy, they are almost in field goal range right now. And you've got the clock never started.
You can kill this clock.
The clock never started. It was 2:55 when the ball was snapped. It is at 2:55 still.
It's kind of been going on tonight a little bit.
Interesting. I'm just going to leave it at that. The clock never started.
So score 37-37. Still 2:55 on
I cannot believe that. Nobody has saw that. But, hey, it is what it is.
We saw it. That's all that matters, Jim. So Walker Valley starting in East Hamilton territory. Ball on the 33-yard line of East Hamilton. And we've got Kason Cunningham in the backfield, and that's where they're going with it. He bounces outside, picks up 5, 6, 7 yards on that carry. You talk about Haywood being a workhorse. Kason Cunningham, when called upon tonight, has done a phenomenal job.
Well, here's one of those things. Well, we talked about this on the last drive. Don't score too quick. Drive it down methodically. Get the score. So East Hamilton has very little time left on the clock, if any.
Walker Valley making sure that clock does continue to run 2:20. And you mentioned it. Malik, the kicker for the Mustangs, great leg, very, very capable of hitting a game-winning field goal for you. But if you're having this success with the run game, as we've seen, going to keep it going and bleed that clock out and try to stretch that lead. That one complete.
Sawyer.
Believed in number 1, Sawyer Boyd. That's going to be enough for a Bradley Concrete Lamcon Ready Mix first down Mustangs.
So we've got a team here that's got, I think we're going to spot that at the 21.
How do you feel about putting the ball in the air there?
I'm okay with it because that was a safe throw.
Yeah.
That was a safe. There was nobody around there, obviously. A guy with good hands and good ability, so I'm fine with that. They spotted that at 22.
There has been such a shift in momentum. We're seeing some East Hamilton fans leave the stadium. A minute 50 to go, tie ball game. Coach Aikens taking his time with this offense. We've got Roman Yulo out wide here. Man-to-man coverage with a safety over the top, but they're going to go Cunningham between the tackles, and this might be enough. Sure enough, he does. He gets inside the 15-yard line.
They were trying to strip that ball, weren't they?
They were. And at this point, you almost have to if you're East Hamilton. They're inside the 15. Now, I think they're going to spot them at the 13-yard line.
And they've only got one timeout left, Andy.
A minute 22 left in this ball game. Again, tie ball game, 37 apiece, down here at East Hamilton High School. I'm Andy Morris, along with Jim Gum, excited to bring you coverage here on Oldies 99.1, MixTV.tv, and Mix 104.1.
Yeah, this snap is going to take place with less than a minute to go in the football game.
Kason Cunningham, the quarterback, goes hard count. Almost got a couple biters from East Hamilton. Makes his adjustment at the line, takes the snap, goes back to Cunningham between the tackles. Cunningham slips. Not able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm calling a timeout if I'm East Hamilton right here. It's 46 seconds to go.
Clock continuing to roll. 42, 41, 40. It's third down.
They finally call a timeout.
And 3. So
but it's Walker Valley.
That was Walker Valley taking the timeout. They want to make sure they get a good play call in here, 3rd and 3. If I had to imagine, you're going Roman Yulo in that load set package.
You got to feel. Listen. You want to get the ball as close to the center of the field as you can. Obviously, you want to score a touchdown. But if you can't, get it to where it's more centered up, if you will.
I want to say this, too, and I don't want to hurt our volunteer fan listeners. Don't pull a Tennessee and Georgia and completely botch lining up a field goal when you could potentially continue to run between the tackles.
Absolutely.
And get an even closer field goal. Yep. Maybe punch one in the end zone here with Kason Cunningham.
Absolutely. Listen,
don't get too gimmicky.
My thing is, be aggressive, but be smart. And, man, East Hamilton, what are they telling them? Yank that ball out, boys. Yank the ball. Hold on to that ball. Grab it with 2 hands, with everything you got.
That's where I would imagine, looking at the personnel coming onto the field here, it does look like, and this is what I was going to say, if you've got Roman Yulo, ball security, phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to force East Hamilton to use their final timeout.
41 seconds on the clock, 41.2 to be exact. Tie ball game, 37 apiece. Roman Yulo making some changes at the line. He's got some lead blockers to the right side of this load set. Takes it, follows those blockers, picking up some big yardage here. Yep. He might be near the 5-yard line. Let's see where they spot this one.
He got the first down. It's 1st and goal.
So 35 seconds still on the clock here. If they can punch it in running the football with Roman Yulo, you can guarantee they're going to continue to do that.
We got a player down on the field right here.
So what this is going to do in this scenario, that keeps Walker Valley from having to burn another timeout.
Yep.
So with that, we're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, going to have the final 35 seconds of this ball game. East Hamilton 37, Walker Valley 37.
Wright Brothers Construction Company Incorporated has over half a century of experience completing some of the most challenging projects across the Southeast, from moving millions of cubic yards of excavation in Alabama to spanning rivers in Virginia. Find out more at WBCCI.com. WBCCI.com. Wright Brothers Construction Company congratulates the student athletes and families of Walker Valley High School and says, "Go Mustangs!"
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, Mix 104.1, and MixTV.tv. I'm Andy Morris along with Jim Gum on the call, filling in for Jacob Mason. And let me say something. Mason's missing a good one tonight. We've got a tie ball game with 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And the good thing, the ball is more centered up right now. So you can throw a ball into the end zone. I don't know. I wouldn't advise it. But if you do, the ball's still going to be at, and I don't think they will. I think they're going to try to run it straight. You got to have faith in your field goal kicker, and they do. And so things are looking very, very good for Walker Valley right now.
Once again, the scenario is it's 1st and 10. Walker Valley has the ball on the East Hamilton 8-yard line. They've had success running the ball on this drive with Kason Cunningham, with Roman Yulo, the last couple plays in Coach Aikens' patented load set that they do. And I would imagine they're going to continue to go for that. Mustangs still with a timeout in their pocket.
Yeah. I mean, I said, if you throw, they're not going to throw. They're going to run right down the middle. They're going to
keep it lined up.
They want to, score a touchdown, but you want it centered up to where your field goal kicker has a good angle, can knock it through. And listen, East Hamilton have got one timeout. They've got to use their last timeout.
And Jim, you said this once we went to the last commercial break. This is everything you want in a game where you've got number 6 ranked East Hamilton in 5A and number 7 ranked Walker Valley.
Absolutely. And these two teams deserve to still be ranked in the top 10 after this game, regardless
no doubt
who wins.
about it.
Regardless who wins.
No doubt about it. So we've got Roman Yulo in that load set. Sawyer Boyd, they pitch it to Boyd. Dangerous play. Very dangerous. Did not see that coming.
And now they're at the wide hash.
Did not see that coming.
I disagree with that call, Andy. Yeah. Listen, I hope that they can still, do something positive.
And I'll say this. If you score on that play, then
great call. Great call, Coach.
Because you did not expect that.
No, I did not expect that
But apparently East Hamilton did, because they were sitting at home. And East Hamilton now uses a timeout. With that, we're going to take another timeout. Again, tie ball game here at East Hamilton, 37 all with 28 seconds to go in the ball game. Walker Valley now with the football. Looks like they've got it back at the 13-yard line is where this one's at. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a place to belong? At Charleston Cumberland Presbyterian Church, everyone's welcome. Come experience joy, hope, and community this Sunday at 11 a.m. Charleston CPC, where God's love meets you right where you are. Located at the corner of Highway 11 and Lauderdale Memorial Highway, Charleston, Tennessee.
Allsafe Storage and Ed Brown remind you to be generous. Find a need and give of your time, talent, and treasure to accomplish a good work. You will receive much more than you give. This message from Allsafe Storage. Visit allsafetn.com.
Welcome back to Cleveland's Oldies 99.1, Mix 104.1, along with MixTV.tv. I'm Andy Morris with Jim Gum on the call in place of Jacob Mason, who, as we said last break, missing a good one here tonight. Tie ball game, 28 seconds to go as Coach Aiken's Walker Valley Mustangs take the field, 2nd down and 10. Now the ball on the 13-yard line after that loss. It's going to be a handoff. Casey Cunningham between the tackles. He's hit hard.
Okay, got it middle of the field.
Was able to get back to, I believe, close to the line of scrimmage. But what that did, that lines up this field goal.
So they'll call timeout with 3 seconds to go. Bring on the field goal team and try to win it right here.
So this is Chris Malik, you would imagine, getting ready to come on for the potential game-winning field goal. They're going to let this clock run all the way down to 1.6 seconds to call a timeout, and it comes down to Chris Malik, the kicker for Walker Valley, who has been great up to this point this season.
Yeah, the ball is lined up. Listen, the ball is at the 15-yard line. So it's going to be a 25-yard field goal or 23-yard field goal. So it should be around a 23-yard field goal, very makeable. We'll see. Obviously, the snap's got to be good, the hold's got to be good, and he's got to make good contact. But very, very makeable for him.
This is what good football games are made of right here, Jim. Coming down to a last-second field goal. Again, we've talked about Chris Malik each and every week over the past 3 weeks about how consistent he's been with his extra points. 2 weeks ago, I believe against Ottawa, hit a couple field goals in that game. And so he's had the reps this season. He's not one of those kickers that you avoid kicking field goals with. Right. He's a kicker that you have a lot of confidence in if you're Coach Aikens.
Yep. So this is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a 22-yard field goal attempt right here. So the snap is going to be... Yep.
East Hamilton has no timeouts to burn here, so they cannot ice Walker Valley kicker Chris Malik.
It's going to be about a 31-yard field goal. My math was off.
East Hamilton showing pressure here on this near side snap. It's a low kick. It's right down the middle.
Ball game.
Walker Valley walks away with the win as the Mustangs rush the field. There is no time left on the clock. The final score from East Hamilton, Walker Valley 40, East Hamilton 37. What a game for the Walker Valley Mustangs.
That was a low field goal. Very blockable, but he got it over their outstretched hands. A ball got over. It wasn't the prettiest thing, but, it's beautiful when it goes through those uprights.
Yeah.
What a game. What a comeback. And they were down by 15 points.
Chris Malik with the game-winning field goal for the Walker Valley Mustangs, giving them complete control of their destiny with the region championship. Yep. And what an unbelievable finish to such a good game. East Hamilton led this game into the fourth quarter.
All the way.
Mustangs able to tie it up, walk away with a last-second field goal, again, by Chris Malik to win this game 40-37. What a great game to call, Jim.
Walker Valley did not have the lead in this game until there was 0. And listen, of course, they had how many pre-snap penalties?